Happy New Year from pretty much the present. This is your host, Adam Graham. And for this compilation, we're bringing you some New Year's themed programs from throughout our podcast run. Now, these episodes have varying ages, but may contain references to offers and information that are no longer valid. Please check the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio website for the most up-to-date information. Now, let's ring in the new year with these great mysteries. Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham. If you've got a comment, please send it to me. Box 13 at greatdetectives.net. Be sure to cast your vote for the show on Podcast Alley, podcastalley.greatdetectives.net, and become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. Well, before we get into today's program, I do want to encourage you to try Audible. Audible brings you a world of great audio entertainment. You can enjoy great audiobooks, whether it's right off the New York Times nonfiction bestseller list, or you want to sit down with a classic mystery. If you don't have the ability or time to read at a given moment, Audible is great, whether you're in the car or out and about, walking or exercise. It's a great convenience, and you can try it out free for 2 weeks and get a free audiobook by going to audibletrial.com/greatdetectives. That's audibletrial.com/greatdetectives. Well, this is the first Let George Do It episode of the 1950s, and it's momentous for another reason as well. We'll talk about that when we get back. But for now, let's go ahead and take a listen to Needle in the Haystack.
Personal notice, danger's my stock and trade. If the job's too tough for you to handle, you got a job for me, George Valentine. Write full details. Standard Oil Company of California, on behalf of independent Chevron gas stations and standard stations throughout the West, invites you to Let George Do It. Needle in the Haystack, another adventure of George Valentine.
My dear Mr. Valentine, I quite appreciate the imposition of sending you this urgent demand on a holiday. But I must see you. I must have your help immediately. My entire life's work is in jeopardy. My labor, my love, the fruit of my brain has been stolen from me. 12 priceless objects, Mr. Valentine, the culmination of my life's endeavor. My entire fortune, stolen. Please meet me at your office regardless of the hour. Most desperately, Ferdinand Vaz.
All right, let's have it. Something pretty valuable was stolen from you, is that right?
Oh, my most priceless possessions, Mr. Valentine. Without them, I am nothing. Without them,
Yeah, what were they?
My roses.
Huh?
12 red roses.
You lost your roses, Mr. Vaz?
Precisely.
I suppose it gives you kind of an empty feeling.
Oh, rather, yes.
Yes. Brooksie, it's been a rougher weekend than I thought.
Wait a minute, George. Mr. Vaz, where did you lose these 12 red roses?
In Pasadena.
Pasadena. Look, Buster, get out of here fast before
Mr. Valentine, what is the matter with you? Have you gone crazy?
Oh, no, I'm as sane as you are, Napoleon.
But let go of me. Now, please, listen, Mr. Valentine. The flowers are worth thousands. My life's work, they are.
Sure. Worth thousands of Rose Bowl tickets, I know.
find a dozen roses among millions.
Oh, now, listen to me. I've devoted my life to those roses. They're the only ones of their kind in the world. They're not just red. No, they're flame. They're crimson. They're fire. The Ferdinando rose.
Ferdinando?
It was the mater's idea, the name. Rather appropriate, don't you think? We live in Mexico City.
Oh, sure, I could tell from your accent.
Quite so. Oh, yes, I see what you mean. But we've been there for years now. And climate, you know. Mr. Valentine, you don't seem to appreciate. The Rose Festival in Pasadena attracts the world's foremost authorities on flowers. My unveiling of the Ferdinando today would have emblazoned my name in history.
Like Martha Washington.
I beg your pardon?
Skip it, never mind. Somebody clipped your buds, stole them, huh? Okay, how did it happen?
Well, I came up on the train, and then at the last possible moment, the mater posted the roses to me by air express. And so they'd be fresh, you know. But I have never received them.
Did you call the airline?
Oh, yes, the box was transported all right yesterday, but somewhere in the express delivery service it became lost or stolen. The service insists that they've never even heard of it.
Oh, look, that sounds more like a mix-up in mail than it does...
Mr. Valentine, I have the name of the man at the delivery branch office. I'm not concerned with whether he's a criminal or an idiot. All I want is my roses. I've tried to see him alone, and I've got nowhere. There's only a few hours left, ma'am. My roses will be wilted unless you help me now.
All right, take it easy. We'll go see this guy with you. Oh, brother, what a way to start the new year.
Waking people up. My aerial's busted. I can't see the game today. You got any idea how many packages we've handled the past 2 weeks? Flowers to Pasadena, coals to Newcastle.
My good fellow, the package was distinctly marked F. Vase, Pasadena, California. Yet somehow your company has made a mistake.
We don't make mistakes. Anyway, Oh, say, it's not a bad thing once you open your eyes. The flower vase. That's it. That's what happened.
Flower vase?
Yeah. I got a small district. It's the name of one of our little flower shops in my area. It was marked for them, wasn't it? That's where I had the delivery boy take it.
You sent this guy's package to a flower store.
Oh, well, I mean, yes, but that was the way it was addressed, I thought. F. Vase. It was marked flowers. Naturally, I thought
it was distinctly marked vase.
Vase, I tell you.
Oh, cut it out. Will you, both of you? The flower vase, huh? Come on, Brooksie, we can find it all right.
What? Oh, wait a minute from me, old fellow.
Oh, no, you don't, Buster. Apologize to the man and then wait for us at your hotel. If I'm crazy enough to go sniffing for roses, I'd rather go crazy alone.
This is it, I guess, George.
Yeah.
Not much of a shop.
Well, it's a neighborhood place. Far cry from all the excitement up on Colorado, isn't it?
Looks like it's open, though. At least somebody isn't rushing to get an early seat for the parade.
Oh, brother. When I think I could be having scrambled eggs and waiting to tune in the Orange Bowl.
George, look.
Yeah. The joint's a mess. Flowers all over the floor.
The lock was broken. This shop's been broken into.
You mean broken up, Angel? Boxes all torn open, counter tipped over? I certainly don't see any roses, huh?
Maybe this didn't happen so long ago, George. I mean, I thought I heard...
Yeah, back room.
Wait a minute,
you slow down.
Let go of me. I'll call the police now. What do you want?
Just take it easy, Shorty. Take it easy. Now, what's the big idea of playing scavenger hunt in here?
Oh, me? Well, I didn't do it. Well, I'm the owner, Theodore Herman. Flowers for funerals. That's me.
Mr. Herman, it just doesn't make sense. None of it.
My shop has never been broken into before, Mr. Valentine. Never. I hate trouble. Funerals, a few corsages. Maybe somebody remembers a wedding anniversary. That's all I ask.
Yeah, sure, I know it's tough. But you say there wasn't any money taken out of the cash register. Well, how about those roses?
Well, I have nothing to do with the Rose Festival. I'm just a small man.
I mean, did you get the package? The one intended for Mr. Vaz.
But I tell you, the only business I had yesterday...
Here's the receipt, George.
What?
It was with the papers with the counter tipped over.
Yeah, sure, that's it, all right. 4 p.m. yesterday, received delivery, Air Express, package, Mexico City.
So your memory's not so good, is it, Mr. Herman?
Here, let me see. Oh, but I didn't. There, you see, J.H. It says J.H. Of course, it was my brother.
Your brother?
Joshua Herman. He signed for the package. I remember now. I had gone to Forest Lawn. Joshua stayed here for an hour or so.
But didn't your brother say anything when you got back? He must have put those roses someplace, in water maybe. They must have been here several hours.
He didn't say anything unless... Well, he might have made a mistake and put them in the big refrigerator back here. He's not a flower man. Cold storage is usually just for orchids.
Stand still, everybody.
Well, look at the orchid.
Don't remark, sister, or I'll aim this gun closer.
Suppose you stop waving it around the room, Rollo.
I can't help it. I'm cold. Waiting all morning for you guys to stop jabbering. Well, get out of my way.
Not so fast, Buster. You're the guy who tore up this joint.
Of course he did. He did it. He was caught. He was hiding
Don't
there.
shut up, Shorty. I ain't got no roses. There's nothing in there but a quart of ice cream. Now step to one side.
I said stick around,
Now,
Rollo.
don't get any bright ideas about following me, Valentine.
You didn't find the roses, huh? Come on, who do you work for? You're not bright enough to want them.
You can't hurt my feelings, Valentine, but I can hurt yours.
But you don't...
Here, that's better. Now, you want to know where I'm going? I'll tell you, Bright Eye. I see. It's a hot bath.
Oh, dear. All I ask of life is a good, steady flow of funerals, and now...
Oh, skip it, will you? There's too much excitement over a dozen roses, even for Pasadena.
It certainly is, George. But he didn't find them.
Well, that's what I mean. There's only one person who does know where they are, Mr. Herman. Your brother, Joshua. Now, where is he?
I don't know. I loaned him my car last night, and he's been gone ever since. He's from out of town, you see.
Gone? Well, why didn't you report it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong. Don't misunderstand me. Joshua said he had to get in condition for the game, that's all.
The game?
Well, of course. That's why Joshua's here. He's wealthy. He's successful. He's just a little blind, that's all. He thinks Ohio State is going to beat California.
The California bear is losing all its hair. Its teeth are growing yellow.
Come on, the roses.
Let me tell you that any team from the Midwest can lick any team from anywhere. Solari, who's he? Bronc, I never heard of him. Step right up and place your bets, gentlemen. I will give you...
Come on, bartender. Bring us 2 cups of coffee, will you?
I say, that guy didn't want to talk football either.
What guy?
Well, I was there in my brother's store, like I told you. I signed for those roses, sure. And then this guy comes in a few minutes later. He didn't even know who Savick was. Can you imagine that?
Did this somebody want to talk roses?
No, he didn't talk at all. Big 6-foot monkey with flashy dresser, you know? Takes one look at the roses. They were the only ones in the joint. He grabs them fast, throws me a dollar bill, and then he runs.
Uh-huh. You're getting warmer, brother. Remember anything else about him?
Hey, he left a big Cadillac sitting at the curb with a motor running.
Catch the license number?
Well, sure I did. It was, blank something 38.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Valentine, I just thought he was a big sport grabbing flowers for his wife, you know? Oh, yeah, something else, too. He was, kind of squint-eyed and had a mole on his cheek.
Okay, thanks very much, Ohio. Stick around.
What was he? Anyway, a crook or something? Say, I'm not really from Ohio State, I just happen to know a girl who was born in Dayton once. And let me tell you that we're football...
But Joshua and I will be seeing the parade, going to the game.
Keep your eye on Ohio, will you, Brooksie? He's in the next room there beyond the palms.
Sure, George.
We don't want to be mixed up in any trouble. It's his holiday.
I'm sorry, Mr. Herman, but I'm telephoning the police. And 2 bits say they want you both to stick around to answer questions. This 3-ring circus is getting wackier by the minute.
But where is Ohio? I don't see him him, do you?
Well, maybe Tyson needed to wash his hands, Miss Brooks. I'll go and
You're
see.
looking for Haystack? He's outside.
What?
He said he needed some fresh air, miss. Coffee makes him sleepy.
Oh.
Through the back door there, toward the parking lot.
Parking lot? Oh, you don't suppose he's on his way again, do you? Mine is a blue sedan.
No. There he is, over there, asleep in the back seat.
Oh, yes. You'd better let me snap him out of it. Joshua! Oh, no. No, wait a minute, miss. Stay where you are.
What's the matter?
Wait till I cover him with a blanket. He's...
Mr. Herman!
Go back inside. Get Mr. Valentine off that throne. Now, hurry! I shook him. He was blood on my hands. Me asking for a steady flow of funerals. And there he was, dead. My own brother, stabbed.
We'll return to tonight's adventure of George Valentine in just a moment. One of these days, you get in your car to start out to a dinner party, a business trip, or maybe a family gathering. You touch the starter and... dead battery. But there's an easy way to avoid that kind of holdup and have your car start fast every time. The protective service you get at independent Chevron gas stations and at standard stations will do it. They can tell in a jiffy if corrosion is threatening the battery cables. They'll make sure the water level is right and the terminal posts and clamps are okay. Why not get this speedy protective service tomorrow? Avoid the delay and extra costs of a neglected battery. It's especially important at this time because short trips in cold weather put extra drain on the battery, cut down its ability to do its job. And, of course, your battery loses power most when your car is used least. So for full starting power and to keep your lights and radio working properly, ask for a battery check. It's another protective service offered you at standard stations and at independent Chevron gas stations where they say and mean we take better care of your car. And now back to tonight's adventure of George Valentine. January 2nd, 1950. And where are you? Pasadena, of course. But you didn't come to see the Rose Festival. No, you only came to see 12 red roses belonging to Mr. Ferdinand Vaz. Well, you haven't found them yet. And you didn't come to see the Rose Bowl game like Joshua Herman did. Only, of course, he won't be seeing it either, now that he's dead. He's too full of thorns.
Oh, fingerprints. A blanket with a hook, Caesar?
But everybody's in a hurry.
You had to go ringing bells. The city limits.
All right. Let it happen.
Oh, everybody's looking for a dozen roses. Car hijacked them last night, that guy, and let him get the rose. Yeah. Ohio State might remember some more.
I don't know.
Say, what told me about?
The one with the gun, it might.
Riley, I fell for risky anything else but true.
What do you mean?
That original story about the roses.
Yeah, but there were some roses from Mexico City. We know that. Delivery service man told you he handled the package.
Yes, and Joshua Herman told you he opened it. George, he saw the roses. And they're what the man came and took.
Oh, yeah, sure. Thugs and hijackers and knife artists are all interested in a valuable new type flower.
You mean you smelled something besides the Ferdinand?
Sure. Smuggling. What else?
Smuggling?
Oh, it goes like this, Riley. A smuggler in Mexico, or maybe a ring of smugglers, I don't know, decide to take advantage of the season. Must be a lot of flowers being shipped around right now for the Tournament of Roses. Well, it's a good time and way to send something in, isn't it?
Inside the roses? Or maybe some of them are phony roses. Yeah. Only the other stuff still happened. The misdelivered package, the hijacking.
All I'm driving at, Riley, is send out a description of Ferdinand Vaz. Find him and you'll find the answer.
What?
Well, that's right. I checked the hotel. Vaz never registered there. He's a phony. But at least he could tell us what it's all about. It was his bouquet. Well, come on. Get to work. He can't be anything worse than a smuggler and a murderer.
We got a lead on that car, Lieutenant. Cadillac blank blank something 38. The one you said the guy who took the flowers was driving?
Well, good work, Sergeant. Who's it registered to?
We're checking it up now. The guy driving was big, dark, squint-eyed with a mole on
Where's
his
the
cheek.
car?
Well, just parked, that's all, Lieutenant. How could anybody move anywhere with the streets all cleared for the parade? It's right in the heart of Pasadena with the rest of the world.
Oh, no. Grand Avenue, right where the parade is forming.
Talk about nickels in a haystack.
I'm not so sure. Good place to hide, but a good place to get caught, too. Not even a crook can resist a parade.
That Cadillac's on this street somewhere.
Look, Brooksie, you and Riley go ahead. I'm going to take a look around. If our hijacker is here, he'll be quite a magnet.
Quit shoving. Plenty of room for everybody to see.
Hey, there was a lady standing on my foot. How soon's the parade start?
Here, search me, buddy. Oh, boy, look at them girls on the floats. They're blind with a bathing suit made out of daisies. See it? Oh, boy, she loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. Hey, quit shoving, you. You can see over my shoulder. You can... Hey.
Yeah, Rollo, it's me, Valentine, remember?
You followed me.
How was your hot bath?
I had coffee instead. Beat it.
Man at work, huh? Don't you know it's a holiday?
I still carry a gun. Get lost.
Okay, you slide through the crowd, I slide through the crowd.
Join me, you'll join the pavement.
I don't mind. Go ahead, pull the trigger.
Fearless four-stick, huh?
With a few thousand witnesses, sure. Go on, create a little excitement.
Smart boy.
Look out, don't slide that way. Cop over there.
Huh? Yeah, thanks. Hey, what do you want, Valentine?
Oh, not much. Spotted him yet?
Shut up.
You'll never find him staring at the girls like that. Come on now, keep your mind on your work. I won't interrupt.
Oh, there he goes.
What?
There he goes, in the squat coat, red necktie, running out on the street.
So that's him, huh? The hijacker.
Oh, I say, Valentine.
Well, hello, Mr. Vaz. Welcome to the party.
What'll I do with him, boss? I can't shake him.
Well, never mind. Get after that red necktie. He's got the flowers.
Sure, get the hijacker. Let's see what's in those flowers.
I'll attend to Valentine. Run. The man will get away. He's heading for one of the floats.
Boss, wait a minute. You can't shoot a guy in this crowd.
Will you do as I say? Now, run. After all, Valentine, a chap could use a knife in a crowd quite successful.
A knife? Well, not on a decoy, I'm afraid.
I beg your pardon?
I got fans in the audience, mister. About a dozen cops watching me. You see what's happening to your strong boy already?
Back there! Get out of the street!
Well, stick around and watch the same. Have it to yourself.
Not to me,
Throw down on one to go, Buster. I'm going to grab that hijacker myself. Hey, you, come back here. I saw you run up there on the float, hijacker. Stop, will you? Oh, you don't get a free ride out of here.
Get away from me.
Mister, look out!
What do you want? Get away.
Just you, that's all, Buster.
I said get away from here.
Oh, no, you... No. Strike three, you're all out.
That's it, Valentine. We got 'em all. Smugglers, that's it, all right. And you know what it is? Diamonds. A fortune in diamonds. The Englishman folded up like a lawn chair and told us everything.
Who did the murder, Riley?
Huh? Oh, don't you worry. We'll sweat it out of one of them, all right. Joshua Herman saw too much of something, that's all. So they sent somebody after him to keep him quiet. Except for the Hermans, they're all tied together.
And this guy, the hijacker, he stuck his nose in too, huh?
That's what I mean. Come on, buddy. Come on, wake up. Why, we'll be done in time for the parade, Valentine.
What happened?
Yeah, you see? Here comes our answer to the dime.
Come on, you're all right, Buster. Wake up.
Oh, yes. Yes, somebody hit me.
Oh, isn't that too bad?
Yes, somebody was walking up. Get off this float. What are you doing on my float? Get off.
Your float?
Of course it's mine, you idiot. Most of the floats lined up for 10 blocks are mine. I'm a floral designer.
Well.
Yes. I ran into Herman's last night and bought some roses. I ran into every flower shop and front yard in Pasadena. But don't you understand? We needed them at the last minute. We were short of roses at the last minute.
We thought you were a hijacker. You interfered with the big smuggle.
Do I care? Am I interested in diamonds?
Well, you should be. They're in the roses you bought.
At first I thought I would sue you, gentlemen. Now I don't think I will. Oh, there goes the first band.
About those dozen roses.
Look, getting ready for the parade, we just throw all the flowers into bins for the decorators to use as they work. Gentlemen, this year I used 325,550 roses. And you're looking for diamonds in a dozen roses. Excuse me.
Oh, no.
Go ahead, look at the floats, Riley. They're
Look. Elephants made out of roses. Girls throwing roses all over the crowd. Horses decorated with roses. Horses even walking on roses. Roses. Oh, roses.
Don't let it get you, Riley. You said you could work your murder case out all right. Why worry about the diamonds?
But they're there. A fortune in diamonds. Maybe those roses are in the hubcap of a float. Or maybe somebody will just throw them in a garbage can. Well, at least you can't say we don't do things big in California.
Well, that's it. We better be moving if we're going to reach the car before.
Oh, George, what a game.
I only wish my brother could have seen it. It would have done his heart good.
Well, I have to admit, they don't play bad football in the Midwest, Mr. Herman.
Yes, and it was so nice of you to bring us.
Not at all.
Made quite a day for us.
George, you forgot the blanket.
No, I didn't, Angel. I've been thinking about it.
What? But you left it back up there. You better run back and
I
get
can
it.
get it, Miss Brooks.
No, don't bother. Leave it there. Forget it.
George.
I don't want us to get separated in the crowd.
But if you said you were thinking about it,
It was the other blanket I was thinking about, Angel. I've been thinking about it all through the second half and feeling guilty for sticking around to see who won.
Why, Mr. Valentine, what are you talking about?
A steady flow of funerals, Mr. Herman. Yours.
What?
Don't bother to look innocent. You killed your brother. I can wrap it all up in a blanket. The one the police have, Exhibit B. The one with a hole in it.
George, what on earth?
The one Mr. Herman here covered his brother's body with, Angel, remember? Remember how you walked outside and saw Joshua lying in the back seat and you thought he was asleep?
Yes.
Well, I guess maybe he was asleep.
Oh, Mr. Valentine, no. Joshua was lying
Yeah,
there.
Mr. Herman. It was you who went over to open the car door and then told Miss Brooks not to come any closer. You pulled a blanket over your brother so she wouldn't be upset by seeing him. Told her to run to me for help.
Well, yes, George, that's right.
Well, Brooksie, how did the hole get in that blanket? Unless our friend here stabbed his brother through it. After you'd gone and just before he came running back to the bar. How about it, funeral fan?
Goodbye, Mr. Valentine.
Hey, what's your rush?
Excuse me, get out
No,
of my
no,
way.
Mr. Herman, you're not going
Get out
anyplace.
of my way!
Not in this crowd.
Stop shoving, will you?
103,000 people make a pretty good jail. Yeah, sure, Riley. Boz's story and his phony name, well, they were just cooked up to get me interested, so I'd help him trace the diamonds.
The flowers were supposed to go to Mr. Herman, to the flower vase.
Yeah, that's right, of course. That's how they were addressed. The delivery man told us so. There wasn't any mistake.
But if they were supposed to go to Mr.
He's
Herman...
already confessed that much, Miss Brooks. He was part of the smuggling ring himself.
Boz and the tough boy couldn't understand why he hadn't got the delivery yet. Or rather, why Herman couldn't produce the diamonds to pass on.
They thought he was trying to pull the fast one.
Then Herman got the notion of saving himself by killing his big shot brother. At a time when there were so many people mixed up in it, that almost, well, anybody else would be a suspect.
His brother had money, didn't he?
Uh-huh, lots of it. We all knew that. Herman could have squared himself with the boys and then some.
So it ends up and he doesn't even have a rose to his name. Murderers are crazy, aren't they?
Yeah, don't exaggerate, Miss Brooks. People are, too. Look. Here I still sit at the steering wheel.
No, there's an opening, Lieutenant. Hurry up.
Huh?
Step on it.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yeah.
There, you see? We made 10 feet.
Yeah. Hey, what time is it?
Well, it's 7:30.
Where are we now, huh?
Pasadena.
I don't believe this. Do you?
We're almost to the city limits, though. George, I wonder if anybody else who saw the game today's home yet.
You know, it's too bad we don't have a two-way radio set in this car. We could ask him.
We could also tell him. Happy New Year, everybody.
If the family car could pick up a pencil and write a list of New Year's resolutions, I bet you'd find this at the top of the list. I'm for Chevron Supreme gasoline, and Chevron Supreme is for me. Smart car. For this premium quality gasoline is climate tailored. Based on year-round weather reports, it's tailored to each season and to the West's different altitude and temperature zones. So, to get the best out of your car each month in 1950, and wherever you drive, go on Chevron Supreme. With the first tank full, you'll notice how much better your car responds. Faster starts, smoother pickup in traffic, powerful ping-free performance on hills. In fact, you can't buy a better gasoline for today's high-compression engines. Why not try Chevron Supreme tonight? Or ask for it tomorrow at independent Chevron gas stations and at standard stations, where they say and mean, we take better care of your car. Tonight's adventure of George Valentine has been brought to you by Standard Oil Company of California on behalf of independent Chevron gas stations and standard stations throughout the West. Robert Bailey is starred as George. Let George Do It is written by David Victor and Jackson Gillis and directed by Don Clark. Virginia Gregg appeared as Brooksie, Wally Mayer as Lieutenant Riley. Ben Wright was heard as Ferdinand, Stanley Farrar as the Expressman, Bob Griffin as Teddy, Clayton Post as the Thug, Bill Conrad as Josh, and Sidney Miller as the hijacker. The music is composed and presented by Eddie Dunstetter. Your announcer, John Heaston. Listen again next week, same time, same station, to Let George Do It. This is the Mutual Don Lee Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. Well, this one was an interesting show because Let George Do It, up until that point, really they had not given us any tip as to a geographical location that the show was set in. We know really that it was in a western city, fairly large, and in driving distance of some smaller towns. Could put it anywhere, didn't even necessarily have to be in California. This episode puts Let George Do It smack in the middle of the Los Angeles area. And I'm not certain if any other episodes mention this. And the game score given, I listened to it again, was correct. Ohio State won 17-14 on a fourth quarter field goal. Now, this actually aired on the same day as the game, so there had to be two versions of the script. One that would be read for a Ohio victory, and the other if it was a California victory. I'm sure anyone that went to the Rose Bowl this year will attest that times may have changed, but the traffic hasn't. All right, well, that will do it for this week on Let George Do It. Join us tomorrow for Sherlock Holmes. This episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thank you so much for your support. I want to especially thank Matt, who sent along a very nice donation. Actually, the second we've received via postal mail. Most of the donations we've received have been through PayPal, but I know a lot of people prefer to do it through the mail, so we've got that option available. And thanks so much for your donation, Matt, and we'll be sending along access to our premium site, which we do for all donations of $7 or more. All right, well, now it's time for today's episode of Candy Matson, and this is the New Year's episode from December 17th of 1949. Here is The Valley of the Moon.
Hello, Yukon 28209. Yes, this is Candy Matson.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Candy Matson, Yukon 28209. This is the start of a mystery. Our main character is a San Francisco girl detective, Candy Matson. There are others in the show, too, and Inspector Mallard. A gent who calls himself Rembrandt Watson, a cowboy, a dude ranch owner, and a gal the casting agency assured us was a dowager, slightly boozy. There are a few other voices along the way, too. I think that has all the makings of a good mystery show, don't you? Well, let's go on from here and find out. So, here's Candy Matson.
Like the man just said, this is the start of a mystery. Christmas had me completely tuckered out. No one had invited me to the Rose Bowl game or the East-West at Kezar, so I decided to make like a bear and hibernate over New Year's. It worked out perfectly because, as my old friend Rembrandt Watson put it,
you wish to greet 1950 in some remote spot? Is that the idea, Dove?
That's the idea, Ducky.
I have the perfect place for you. A dude ranch, reasonable, just on the other side of Sonoma, in the Valley of the Moon.
Valley of the Moon. New Year's Eve in the Valley of the Moon. Rembrandt, that sends me.
Good. Maybe it can send us both. I have a commission to take some pictures up there for a brochure they're putting out. I have to be there tomorrow afternoon.
Yes?
I see you're nibbling at the bait. I shall be blunt. Why don't you drive me up?
You've won your point. I'll pick you up tomorrow at what time?
Let us be spectacular and say high noon.
High noon.
And do bring some cash, will you, girl? I'm a little short.
I thought you were going up there on a commission.
Yes, I am. But they have some simply divine one-arm devices.
And
there goes me commission.
Naturally, a girl has to look right to welcome in the new year. That gave me the perfect excuse to squander a few hard-earned dollars and cents on some lovely clothes that didn't make sense but cost dollars. The afternoon was aging gracefully, a little gray here and a wrinkle or two there. So I stopped for a parfait, very dry and no olive. With that mission accomplished, I headed back over Kearny Street, and as I wheeled past Portsmouth Square and the Hall of Justice, I realized I hadn't seen my chum Mallard in quite some time. Inspector Ray Mallard of San Francisco Homicide. A very smart cop who can smell a clue a mile away. But when it comes to me, he very conveniently carries his own fog around.
Well, Candy, my little cupcake.
Mallard, dear, you called me your little cupcake.
Sure, it's still the Christmas season. Let's be charitable, I always say. What do you always say?
In a situation like this, nothing. I just exude a stream of steam from the top of my head.
Very cute. What brings you around our boarding house?
You, darn it. I thought you might like to know I'm going away for a week.
What did they get you on? Petty theft?
Yeah, and they got me as I tried to make my getaway on a tricycle. But for your information, Inspector, I'm spending my New Year's Eve up in the Valley of the Moon.
Oh, want to get away from it all, huh?
That's right. You in particular.
In that case, may I get you a midwinter vacation off to a flying start?
You can try. How?
I'm not working tonight. How's about a movie?
You've got yourself a date. What's playing?
Tex A Cup.
That's what I thought. Where's Tex and his faithful horse Mustard playing this time?
Oh, at the Plaza. And the pictures of Pip, too.
I'll bet.
I read all about it.
Yeah.
Hot lead over Laredo. Look, here's the ad in the paper.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. Show me.
There.
Yeah.
A searing epic of the West's wild grandeur. Men as rugged as the mountains.
Oui.
A singing saga of scorching bullets, strumming guitars, and supple senoritas. And starring the champ of the Cowboys, Tex A Cup. Now, what more can one ask in a motion picture?
Popcorn.
Oh, we'll have that, too.
I went home, did some packing for the trip the next day, fixed something to eat, and then changed into my spurs that jingle-jangle for Tex A Cup. Mallard arrived, we took off. We got to the early show, so we managed to get some good seats. Of course, he wasn't kidding about the popcorn. He got a great big bag of that. We fumbled our way down the darkened aisle and found a place to sit. The movie was almost over.
Oh, Tex, the whole thing looks like a gosh dang frame up to me. They must have snuck off with them head of cattle and over in the Inyo. Yep, I reckon.
Here, Candy. These seats are okay.
They must have gone that way, all right.
Sure.
Only one thing.
Oh, sorry, lady.
So am I, Pete. What's happened to Tex? Last time I seen her, she was leaving.
Seats are okay. Oh, have some popcorn?
No.
I wonder where the sheriff is. He said he was going to be riding by directly.
What?
I said sure is good popcorn.
Oh.
Sure you don't want some?
What?
I said, are you sure you don't want some popcorn?
I keep saying no. No, thank you. I don't want any popcorn, Mallard, dear.
If you'll pardon me, I'm going home and catch this on television.
Like saying, not with Tex missing. this way. I understand your feeling on the matter.
After hot lead over Laredo, I suffered through 6 reels of a bouncy college picture. Freshmen looked like holdovers from the early days of the war. Then a newsreel, then a cartoon, then the trailers, then again Texaco. So we got out about midnight, and I drove Mallard back to the Hall of Justice. As he got out of the car...
Well.
Oh, now that's what I call sharp dialogue. On leaving the lady, all he can say is, "Oh, well."
Oh, nothing personal, Candy.
Now he laughed at me.
Well, I was just thinking. You're going up to the Valley of the Moon for a rest. Is that the idea?
Well, yes. That and trying to get away from Texaco.
I know you too well, Candy. You're not going to have any rest. Look at the headline on that paper in the newsstand there. Man missing in Sonoma mystery.
And Sonoma can have it. Mallard, dear, if I so much as step inside the Sonoma city limits, you can come and lead me away quietly.
You know something? I'm going to remember that.
Mallard waved goodbye and went inside. I didn't like the way he said that. But I had other things to think about, such as getting home and getting some sleep. So I did. And in the morning, I drove over to California Street, picked up Rembrandt. We headed out across the Golden Gate Bridge up toward Sonoma. The Valley of the Moon wasn't too far, a couple of hours of leisurely driving with time out for readjustment. And you're there. Then another 8 miles north and east, and there was the Dude Ranch.
This is it, dear. What do you think of it?
Perfect, just perfect. Why, Rembrandt, dear, it's a real ranch.
Of course, Dove, a going concern. They only take in guests as a sideline. Oh, here comes a man. I imagine that's Mr. Lawrence, the owner.
Oh, well, I'll shut off the motor.
Good morning.
How do you do, sir? Would you be Mr. Lawrence, perchance?
Yes, and you?
Watson, Rembrandt Watson. I'm here to take some pictures for you as we discussed via the Dell system.
Oh, yes, Watson. Right on time. That's good.
Oh, Candy, may I present Mr. Lawrence, owner of the Double L, Miss Matson.
How do you do?
Miss Matson was wondering if she could get accommodations for about a week, Mr. Lawrence.
What? Now, wait a minute, Watson. I'm paying you a substantial fee for this job, and I won't get stuck with non-paying guests.
Oh, I think you're laboring under a misapprehension.
Hold it, Rembrandt. Look, Mr. Lawrence, I'm here as a commercial guest. I'm not asking for any favors. And I doubt if I'd stay here now if you got down on your bended knuckles.
Oh, now, wait a second. I didn't mean it just that way. I apologize. It's only that, I've had some tough luck with people lately who seem to be only too intent on beating me out of their bills. Please, Miss Matson, excuse me. I just jumped to conclusions, that's all.
I think you set a new record for the jump.
Oh, forget it, Dove. Do.
Okay, I'm sorry. Do you have room for me, Mr. Lawrence?
Why, yes, of course. A delightful cabin just in back of the ranch house. Not being prepared, it'll take about an hour to get it in shape. Will that be all right?
Yes, sure. We can eat in the meantime.
Fine. I'll get one of the boys to fetch your luggage. Oh, you can park over there under the old stables.
Oh, no garage?
Well, again, I have to apologize, Miss Matson. The garage is overloaded now. We have a sheriff's posse up here. The owner of the ranch next to mine disappeared yesterday afternoon. The sheriff is searching the entire vicinity around here.
Dove, are you all right? Well, speak to me, girl. What is it?
I'm all right. I just happened to think of something Mallard once said last night. I pushed my assembled horsepower into the stables where they belonged, and Rembrandt took me by the arm and steered me into the ranch house. It was a beautiful place, a tall cathedral-like living room with a crackling fireplace about the size of Dante's Inferno at one end. Off to this one side of the fireplace was a cozy little bar. The sun was just going over the yardarm, so I figured an old-fashioned would be quite in order. Old-fashioned was right. Behind the bar was the personification of an old-fashioned cowboy. Real chaps, a leathery face, and little squint wrinkles around his eyes. Well, howdy, Tex. It seems like as if I done saw you in a movie last night.
Howdy yourself, ma'am. Nope. Must have been 2 other cowboys. I've been working here at the Double L for almost 5 years.
My mistake, partner. Matson's the handle. What's yourn?
Is that the way cowboys talk, ma'am?
Yeah, Hollywood and Vine variety. I'm glad to know you.
Call me Jeff, Miss Matson.
Check. This is Rembrandt Watson. Rembrandt, Jeff.
Are those shoulders sewn in, or are they real?
I'm afraid they're real. Hiya, Mr. Watson.
You riding herd on all those bottles back there, Jeff?
Yep, for better or worse. Chang, our regular bartender, took powder on us day before yesterday.
Uh-oh. Seems like he picked a bad time to do a run-out.
Oh, you mean the missing jet from Glen Valley?
Glen Valley?
Yeah, that's the ranch next to ours. Yeah, I understand the police are on the lookout for Chang, but he didn't do it. He's a good, honest Chinese boy.
Even so, it's a bad time to disappear.
Oh, I admit it doesn't sound good. Well, if you folks won't mind the efforts of an amateur dispenser, what can I do for you?
An old-fashioned for me, Jeff.
Well, that I can try.
From now on, it gets easier. Rembrandt only wants the Coke.
Well, I can show you. Fix that all right. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Here comes the Duchess.
The Duchess?
Yeah, one of our guests. She's been out here about 2 weeks. And she can go through distilled spirits faster than a buzzsaw through mushy pine. And I hope you're prepared to talk.
Always, Jeff. Always.
Hello, my dear. You just arrived, haven't you?
Mentally or physically?
Oh, my! A sense of humor, too. I shall enjoy your company. Are you staying long?
Well, I'm not sure now. My plans are rather indefinite.
Oh, you'll love it here, Miss...
Matson. And may I present Mr. Rembrandt Watson?
Charmed, I'm sure.
As of now, me life has commenced.
Oh, you delightful lad. Jeff, dear boy, make me just a little nip of the old favorite, will you?
Sure. One painkiller coming up. Here's your old-fashioned, Miss Matson.
Thanks.
Mr. Watson, your coat.
Thanks, sir.
Young lady, you must be an actress. You look like one.
Well, no, I'm not.
I used to be an actress, a famous one. Mm-hmm. I toured all over the continent with the greatest of stars, the finest of plays.
Mm.
I was the toast of London, Berlin, Vienna.
Yes, but
I had kings and princesses worshipping at my feet.
Oh.
I was once the vortex of an international incident. But no matter. Those days are gone forever now.
And here's your tonic, Duchess.
What? Oh, thank you, Jeff. Well, as we used to say, here's to crime.
What was that?
It's a perfect toast. We have quite a mystery in this part of the country, young lady.
And so I keep hearing.
I can't understand. Mr. Ferguson had everything to live for.
Mr. Ferguson?
The man who owned Glen Valley. Wealthy, good-looking, in the best of health.
You seem to know quite a bit about the gentleman, Duchess.
Only what I read in the newspapers, and I can't understand it. Well, as I said, here's to crime.
We dallied at the bar for a few more moments. Then Jeff informed me that lunch was ready, and Rembrandt and I ate. We managed to duck the Duchess. I don't think I could have taken her with food. After lunch, Lawrence showed me to my cabin. It was, as he said, delightful, with a warming flame in the fireplace. It was cheery and comfy, and I felt completely at home. Lawrence left to talk to Rembrandt. They were going to discuss the pictures he wanted taken. I felt like going riding, so I changed into my jeans and started to leave. But as I did...
Oh, sorry, Miss Matson. I didn't mean to frighten you.
Oh, well, you did, Jeff.
I was just about to knock when you opened the door.
Oh, that's okay. Was there something you wanted?
Well, you're in riding clothes, and that answers my question.
The question being?
Well, were you going riding? You see, the boss wanted to know if you were going riding, and if so, did you want some company? I usually show the guests around the acres.
Well, yes, that'd be wonderful.
And how long do you want to be out, Miss Matson?
About 3 hours or so.
Sure. In that case, we'll take the deluxe tour, over across the back 60 and up through Manzanita Canyon. You know, when we get up to the top of Iron Mountain, you can see the whole Valley of the Moon.
That's for me, Jeff. Let's hit the leather. Jeff was obviously born to the saddle and came into this world teething on a tether rein. You couldn't tell where the horse left off, and Jeff began, a real rider. We nosed out through the clump of ranch buildings and on into open space. I had a fine horse under me, and I really felt like I was living. We'd been riding about an hour when we came across a little stream. Jeff indicated we should stop and water the horses. How long have you been a cowboy, Jeff?
Oh, about as long as I can remember.
Round here?
No, up around Montana. Then little by little, I gradually drifted further west. Hit upon the Valley of the Moon about 5 years ago. Fell in love with it. I've been here ever since. Reckon I'll stay here, too.
No, I don't blame you. Excuse me if I seem to be full of questions, Jeff.
Well, that's what I'm here for, ma'am.
Good. Because I've got a couple more. What's up that little draw there on the other side of the creek?
Nothing but a tangle of manzanita. Scrub oak and brush.
Pretty hard to get through there,
Hard. It's impossible. Well, I've seen chipmunks get fouled up in that draw.
Uh-huh. Then how come those boot prints are going right up there?
Boot print? I don't see any. Well, hey, you're right.
Either boot prints or the result of shoes with Cuban heels.
Well, now there's a strange one.
Exactly what I thought, too.
Say, you know, something just dawned on me. Matson. Didn't I see your pictures in the Frisco papers a couple of weeks back?
San Francisco.
Beg pardon?
San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, San Francisco. Excuse me. Oh, sure. You know, the way you was asking those questions just now, it hit me. You're a detective.
I'm afraid you got me, partner.
Uh-oh, wait a minute, Miss Matson. Listen.
Let's duck, Jeff.
Too late now.
What's that? Well, whoa there. What are you doing over this way, Jeff?
Hi, boss. Well, say, you give us quite a little start.
You haven't answered my question.
Oh, we just stopped to water the horses, Mr. Lawrence. Miss Matson here's a mighty fine rider. She wanted to make the big circle of the ranch.
Well, you certainly picked a fine time to do it. The sheriff's posse is out around this way. You're liable to get shot. Now get back to the ranch, pronto.
Just a moment, Mr. Lawrence. You've been uncivil ever since I got here, and I don't like to be dictated to.
It's like being on board ship, Miss Matson. The captain is the law. I'm the owner of this property, and you'll do as I say. Now get moving, both of you. And if you don't like my attitude, you can leave any time you want.
Leave? Now?
Yes.
Oh, no, Mr. Lawrence. I'm beginning to find your ranch extremely interesting. Jeff and I wheeled our horses about and sifted back to the ranch house. I looked back a couple of times, but there was no sign of Lawrence. I was mad, and Jeff must have sensed it because he was smart enough to keep his mouth closed. As I dismounted at the stables and headed for the house, he waved me a forlorn adios and disappeared. Just as I went through the door, I was greeted by Rembrandt.
Oh, there you are, Dove. I was about to institute a searching party for you.
Oh, I was safe enough until I came to grips with a thing called my own temper. What have you been doing, Ducky?
I've had a most delightful afternoon, Candy dear. I've been playing canasta with the Duchess.
Canasta? Ooh, you don't know how to play canasta.
I know that, and you know it, but I don't think the Duchess does. She celebrates each hand with a hefty pull on her bitters.
How'd you manage to make any sense out of the game?
That has me puzzled, too. All I do is put down some cards, any cards, and she'd congratulate me.
Maybe you've got a green thumb for the game. Incidentally, I thought you were going to be taking pictures this afternoon.
Called off on account of the law. Mr. Lawrence had to ride out into the lone prairie and deliver a phone message to the sheriff. He's making like ghost riders in the sky out there. Do go and change, dear. You smell of horses.
Yes, I know.
Oh, and incidentally, we're to have a soiree this evening. 2 more guests arrived. The cook tells me there's to be a little entertainment after dinner.
Good. Around here, anything will be an improvement. I didn't tell Rembrandt I was going to change, so it wasn't a fib when I stayed in my jeans. I went back to the stables, got the boy to rig me another horse, and headed out toward that creek again. I rode faster this time, because I'd noticed something else there besides the footprints. It was a battered 10-gallon hat on the far side of the creek with studded initials JF on the crown. But when I got there, the cupboard was bare, but good. Not only was the 10-gallon hat gone, but the boot prints had been completely obliterated. I stayed for another few minutes of study and frustration and then went back to the ranch. I changed, met Rembrandt, had dinner, and then we relaxed in the living room.
Oh, Dove, I'm so full. This outdoor living makes me ravenous.
Outdoors? I don't think you've stepped out of this building since we got here.
Well, then it's the thought of outdoor living that does it. Oh, there are the new arrivals over by the fire.
Did you meet them?
No. They looked at me as though I might soil their escutcheon, whatever that is.
I can see what you mean.
Hi, folks. Do you enjoy your dinner?
Oh, hello, Jeff. Yes, it was wonderful.
Has anybody seen Mr. Lawrence or the Duchess?
We haven't seen Lawrence, no. The Duchess is over there writing a letter.
Oh. Well, I hope you'll all drop around in about an hour. I'm going to do some singing and a little guitar plucking.
Is there anything you don't do, Jeff?
No, very little. But none of them too darn good either.
Sure, we'll be here. Won't we, Rembrandt?
What? Oh, yes, I go with 3 diamonds and a joker.
Jeff left, Rembrandt snoozed, and I threw a wrap around my shoulders and took a stroll around the patio. The air felt good. I went over to my cabin, picked up some cigarettes, and started back. But as I came close to the cabin opposite mine... It was the Duchess. I'd recognize those tones and groans anywhere. Duchess?
Yes?
This is Candy Matson. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right. touch of indigestion, I should imagine.
Oh, is there anything I can do? Can I get you something?
Oh, what a dear thing you are. No, I'll be all right. I have these attacks all the time. You run along and enjoy yourself. Jeff is going to sing. He's such a dear boy.
But you're sure you'll be okay?
Yes, dear. You go along.
Oh, here. Now, let me put a blanket over you. Here, and take off your shoes. You'll be ever so much more comfortable.
Oh, you're so sweet. So pretty. You remind me of myself when I was young. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I tucked the old girl in and left her to dream of the past and went back to the ranch house. Jeff was just pulling up a chair in front of the fireplace.
Now, you'll have to understand, folks, I'm not a singer. I don't pretend to be. I just warble along the way I feel. Now, is there any particular kind of cowboy tune you'd like to hear?
No, Jeff. Why don't you just sing a favorite of yours?
Good idea. Just do what comes naturally.
Okay, you asked for it. Let's see. Here's one I think you might like. Oh, bury me not on the lone prairie where the coyotes howl and the wind blows free in a narrow grave just 6x3. But bury... Oh, hiya, boss.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. Go right on with what you were doing.
No, Mr. Lawrence. You arrived just in time. The entertainment's over.
What? What are you talking about, Miss Matson?
I said the show's over. Is the sheriff around?
Yes, he and his men are outside. They're just leaving for the night.
You better call him back, right now. The Duchess is dead in her cabin.
What?
Poisoned.
Wait a minute. Sheriff! Sheriff Hobbs!
Is that you, Lord?
That's right. Can you and your men come back for a spell? Seems we have more trouble.
Okay. We'll be over as soon as we tie up the horse.
Now then, what's this all about?
Well, I could tell you, Lawrence, but I think it'd be more proper coming from the star himself. Don't you think so, Jeff?
Looks like this is it, doesn't it? You know, you're smart, Miss Matson. Like they say in that ad, never underestimate the power of a woman.
That's right. That letter the Duchess wrote proves your point.
What? How'd you get hold of that letter? I thought she wrote a duplicate. Is that it?
Like you say, never underestimate the power of a woman.
Wait a moment. I don't understand what's going on here.
Go ahead, Miss Matson. You tell me. Looks like I'm not the star any longer.
Well, Lawrence, up to about 2 weeks ago, you had as nice and gentle a cowpoke working for you as there ever was. Then the Duchess arrived. She wasn't kidding when she claimed to have mingled with nobility, important people. As a matter of fact, she had an inside tip about your ranch and the one next door, Ferguson's place, Glen Valley. Didn't you receive a fantastic offer for your property from a big wine company just recently, Lawrence?
Why, yes, I did.
So did Ferguson. They were going to merge the two places and make it one of the world's largest vineyards.
I didn't know about that part of it.
But the Duchess did. She wanted in on the ground floor. That's why she came out here. She tried to talk business with Ferguson, but he'd have none of it. So, in one of her boozy moments, she hit upon the idea of doing away with Ferguson. But she didn't have the nerve to go through with it. That's when she approached Jeff here and cut him in on the deal. Jeff was tired of the poor but honest cowboy routine, saw a chance to make some heavy sugar, and went along with the gag. Right, Jeff?
She's got it straight so far, boss.
Jeff, I can't believe my ears.
Oh, that's nothing. Just wait a while. Jeff and the Duchess were out riding one afternoon when, by chance, Ferguson rode up, too, just where the boundaries of the two ranches meet. While the Duchess talked to Ferguson, Jeff sneaked around and back and bashed in his head. They hauled him up to that draw where you bumped into us this afternoon. I know now why you ordered us out of there. On the other side of that snarl of brush and manzanita, there's a quicksand pit. That is now Ferguson's permanent residence.
This is terrible. Terrible.
In a hurry to dispose of your late neighbor, they left shoe prints along the bank of the creek. And they also overlooked Ferguson's hat with his initials on it. I'm mighty glad you came by when you did, Lawrence. After I had noticed the boot prints, I I think Jeff was going to dump me into the quicksand, too.
You're right again. After the boss sent us back in, I sort of figured to get you tonight instead.
And then, Lawrence, you were going to be next. Because in your will, you would name Jeff as your sole heir. Is that right?
That's right. I loved him like a son.
Then the Duchess and Jeff could have swung a hard bargain with that wine outfit. All very smooth, except for one thing.
One thing? I'm kind of curious about that one thing, Miss Matson.
Alcohol, Jeff. It's not only lifting to begin with, but also acts as a depressing agent. The Duchess had been imbibing all day, and after dinner she arrived at that point of depression, realized what a horrible thing she had done, and she wrote the full story about the wine company and Jeff's duplicity and made a copy. You were afraid of that yourself, Jeff. That's when you went out and slipped the old girl a lethal Mickey. I heard her groaning and went in to investigate. She said it was indigestion, but I knew differently. Her breath. And I knew, too, that she'd be dead within 5 minutes. Then I saw her shoes. Cuban heels with mud caked on the inner side of the arch. That's when I had a hunch the letter she was writing had a definite meaning. You overlooked it, Jeff. I found it. Where only a woman would think of looking. Tucked inside her bosom. I'm sorry, Lawrence. I had you figured wrong from the start. I was the one who was wrong. You aren't hard at all. You're soft as putty. Well, Jeff, here comes the sheriff.
Yeah, so I see. Well, I'm ready for him. You can't beat a royal flush with a pair of deuces. Or should I say, dunces. Go. There won't be any fuss. And all of a sudden, it dawns on me. People should accept their lot. If you're born to be a cowboy, just stay a cowboy. And if you're born a millionaire, don't fight that either. Well, goodbye, Miss Matson. And I'm glad the boss happened along when he did, because I don't think quicksand would look good on me.
Like Jeff said, he went quietly. No trouble. Too bad he wasn't content to be just a ranch hand, simple and unspoiled. Because as Rembrandt had noticed, he did have wonderful shoulders. He played the guitar, he sang, and he made fine old fashions. All in all, a very nice guy, except for 2 vices, hitting from the behind and poisoning. The Valley of the Moon? Oh, I'll go back. It's lovely. After all, one man with a snarled brain can't undo the work of the original master painter.
Listen again next week at this same time. For excitement and adventure, just dial
Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
Heard tonight were Helen Klebe as the Duchess, Lou Tobin as Lawrence, and Clancy Hayes as Jeff. Henry Leff is Inspector Mallard and Jack Thomas as Rembrandt. The program stars Natalie Masters as Candy and is written and produced by Monty Masters. Sound effects were created by Bill Brownell and Jay Rendon. Eloise Rowan is heard at the organ. The characters in tonight's story are entirely fictitious, and any resemblance to actual people is purely coincidental. The program came to you from San Francisco. Dudley Manlove speaking. You are tuned for the stars on NBC.
Welcome back. Well, December 17th is an odd air date for a New Year's episode. But that is what has been verified through Digital Daily, so we'll go with that. I think one challenge with Candy Matson in being timely in terms of the airing episodes was the show was always constantly being shuffled about, as we talked about a few weeks back. So it could be that the episode was intended to be aired later, but just because of all the shuffling around, they just wanted to keep the scripts in order. I actually toyed with using this, using the part where she annoyingly says San Francisco when Jeff says Frisco in the intro to the show. I thought I would, jokingly say Frisco and then play her annoyed response of San Francisco. But she wasn't as annoyed as I remembered when it came time to record it, so I didn't opt for that particular joke. This was a pretty fun episode. As usual, it didn't take itself, incredibly seriously, but it did have a kind of a message in the end about. I like particularly the last line about the Valley of the Moon. So this was another just fun mystery with Candy Matson. Well, now we turn to listener comments from Podcast Alley, and a simple one from Dan. Keep 'em coming. Thanks so much, Dan. Appreciate your support and appreciate everybody's vote this month on Podcast Alley. We've come up pretty high in the standings. So encourage you to, if you've not voted, to cast your vote at podcastalley.greatdetectives.net. I'm going to be swapping the shows I do the promo on, because I do want to encourage you, if you've not already, to pick up a copy of my book available for your Kindle, All I Needed to Know I Learned from Columbo. It examines life lessons from 7 great detectives, including Sherlock Holmes. In addition, we also discuss Father Brown, Nero Wolfe, Adrian Monk, and others. And of course, Columbo. It's available in the U.S. Kindle store for $1.99, and as of this recording, it's available for £1.45 in the UK Kindle store. Now it's time for today's episode of Sherlock Holmes, New Year's Eve off the Scilly Isles.
From New York, the makers of Clipper Craft clothes for men and 924 leading retail stores from coast to coast present the world's most famous detective, Sherlock Holmes. Our stories are based upon the character of Sherlock Holmes, created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Sherlock Holmes is portrayed by John Stanley, Dr. Watson by Alfred Shirley, and the dramatizations are by Edith Meiser. Well, here we are once again on the threshold of Dr. Watson's study. We find Mr. Holmes' genial biographer strutting up and down in front of his fireplace. Evening, Doctor. You look fit. The Christmas festivities don't seem to have got you down.
I am fit, Mr. Harris, very fit. Better than that, I'm rather well fitted. Oh, great Scott, man, where are your eyes?
Why, Dr. Watson, don't tell me Santa Claus brought you a Clipper Craft suit.
Well, why not? Just because I'm a wee bit venerable doesn't mean I'm antique. I still enjoy making a good impression, don't you know?
Well, in that suit, it'll be the girls that go when you walk down the street, Doctor.
Oh, Mr. Harrison.
Seriously now, Doctor, suppose you tell us what tonight's story is to be about.
Well, tonight I thought I'd relate how Holmes and I spent New Year's Eve off the Scilly Isles.
The Scilly Isles? That sounds appropriate, Doctor.
The name of these particular islands is spelled Scilly. They are located roughly 100 miles southwest of Land's End, Mr. Harris.
Oh, what in the world were you doing there on New Year's Eve?
Trying to prevent a great maritime catastrophe. You remember what happened to the Titanic? You know what happened to the Lusitania? Well, the lives of those on the ocean liner Gigantic were in even greater danger when Holmes and I went over the side on New Year's Eve in the year 1912. Oh, but good heavens. There I go getting ahead of myself again. Suppose I fix us a Tom and Jerry while you tell our listeners how to start the year right in a Clippercraft clothes.
Fair enough, Dr. Watson. Millions of men, like you, will start the new year in a smart new Clippercraft suit and overcoat. Yes, today more men than ever before wear Clippercraft clothes, for we've sold more Clippercraft clothes than ever before in our entire history. There's a reason, of course. The wise old American public, with its eye for value, has pronounced Clippercraft the most remarkable clothing buys they've ever seen. The reason for these amazing values is the sensational Clippercraft plan, concentrating the buying power of 924 of the nation's leading stores from coast to coast. It accounts for tremendous savings in manufacturing and distribution costs. That's why truly fine Clippercraft suits are only $40 and $45, why Clippercraft top coats and overcoats are only $40, and sport jackets only $26.50. Clippercraft values are downright amazing. Compare them with clothes selling for many dollars more. And now, Dr. Watson, to return to the New Year's Eve you and Sherlock Holmes celebrated on the good ship Gigantic.
Yes. Here's your Tom and Jerry, Mr. Harris.
Thank you,
Be
Doctor.
careful, don't burn yourself. Yes, it was probably the most hectic New Year's Eve I've ever experienced. Nothing is as terrifying to a seafaring man as the thought of fire aboard ship, the panic, the isolation. Oh, but that's neither here nor there. Yes, let me see. It was the last day of the year 1912. Its inception was sufficiently placid, I must say. A light snow was falling as Holmes and I seated ourselves on either side of a well-filled breakfast table. The flames of our sea coal fire reflected themselves cheerfully in the generous coffee pot. The whole house was filled with the pleasant aroma of the stuffing Mrs. Hudson was preparing for our New Year's goose. Suddenly there came a frantic jangle at the front door bell.
No, definitely no.
No what, Holmes?
Whoever it is that's pulling our front doorbell out by the roots and whatever his problem is, I'm definitely not interested. Yes, Watson, being the world's greatest consulting detective has its disadvantages. People always manage to get into difficulties at the most inopportune moments.
Yes, you should try being a doctor, Holmes. No female since Eve has ever decided to become a mother at a convenient time.
Oh, come in, confound it.
Mr. Holmes? Mr. Sherlock Holmes?
Naturally. Whatever your problem is, I warn you it'll have to wait till after the holidays.
But it can't wait, Mr. Holmes. Close to 2,000 lives are at stake. I pray to heaven you'll be able to reach them before it's too late.
Reach whom? Where? And what is this disaster you anticipate with such trepidation?
The steamship Gigantic, Mr. Holmes. She should be somewhere off the Scilly Isles by midnight. We've been reliably informed that an attempt will be made to set fire to her at that time. If successful, it'll be the greatest disaster in all maritime history.
Yes, in that case, I suppose I shall have to forego the little celebration I'd planned for this evening.
Have to? Well, really, Holmes, you are a cold-blooded fish.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't believe you've met my colleague, Dr. Watson. Mr.
Pembroke. Reginald Pembroke.
How do you do, sir?
I'm chairman of the board of Floyd's, the famous insurance company.
Oh, then your desire to prevent this disaster isn't entirely humanitarian.
Not entirely, but neither is it altogether mercenary. There's more at stake than the lives of the passengers on board the Gigantic. If she goes down, the financial stability of the British Empire goes with her.
Interesting, eh, Watson? Continue, Mr. Pembroke.
You may not be aware, Mr. Holmes, that during this past year there have been a terrifying number of marine catastrophes.
Holmes knows everything, Mr. Pembroke.
I'm quite cognizant of the fact that quite a few of the newest and fastest British liners have been destroyed at sea by fire, storm, and accident.
They weren't accidents, Mr. Holmes, I assure you.
Quite. The Egyptian Star was destroyed by fire in the Persian Gulf. 800 lives lost. The Lord Nelson disappeared in a typhoon in the Indian Ocean. No survivors. The Southern Cross exploded and sank off the coast of Brazil. 1,200 casualties. The Wellington, the Lady Jane Grey, and the El Dorado all caught fire in different parts of the Pacific. Total deaths, over 2,000. But the greatest disaster was last April, when the Titanic ran into an iceberg with a loss of over 1,500 souls.
The public's becoming panicky about traveling on British ships. The ships of other nationalities are taking all our trade. 3 banks and nearly 10 investment concerns who had large marine interests have gone to the wall. Even Floyd's is not too secure. But that is not the most serious aspect of the situation.
Really?
Good Lord, don't tell me there's worse to come.
Much worse, Dr. Watson. Those ships disappeared in many parts of the world. They were sunk by diverse methods. One factor, however, was the same in each disaster.
And that was?
The cargo carried by each ship was gold. English gold.
Oh.
If it ever became known how much British bullion lies at the bottom of the 7 seas, British credit would be badly crippled. As a matter of fact, the Bank of England has been forced to import a large shipment of gold from Canada.
And it's on the Gigantic. Good Lord, no wonder you're upset.
The whole economic structure of the British Empire is at stake, Mr. Holmes. Nothing must happen to the Gigantic.
What makes you think anything will?
A cable was sent shortly after the Gigantic left Queenstown. She makes a stop in Ireland on her eastbound voyage, you know. She sailed shortly before dawn this morning. The gangplanks have been drawn in, the last line have been cast off, and the great propellers have begun to churn. Suddenly the dockmaster noticed someone sliding down the ship's side on a rope.
sir. Some fool's climbed over the side. He's coming down on a rope.
Go back, you fool. Go back. He'll be killed.
He'll never make the dock. He'll fall in the water and be swept under the ship.
No, he's pushing the rope away from the ship with his feet. He's swinging out. He's going to jump.
He made it.
Someone up on the bridge has seen him. He's calling to him.
The chap's picked himself up. He's shouting back.
Happy New Year to you up there! Happy New Year! In hell!
Good Lord, I know the man, sir. It's Smoky Joe, the firebug. If the gigantic don't catch fire between here and Southampton, I'm a Dutchman.
Smoky Joe. Seems to me we've heard of him before, eh, Watson? Not merely as an expert arsonist, but a dangerous pyromaniac as well. They caught him, I hope, Mr. Pembroke.
No, Mr. Holmes. Unfortunately, he was too quick for them. He crawled down a ladder and disappeared among the pilings under the docks.
So, the gigantic is headed for Southampton with a nice bit of Joe's handiwork aboard.
You think it's a firebomb, eh, Holmes?
Not necessarily, Watson. There are many ingenious ways of starting a fire, you know. Whoever hired Joe would prefer to have it happen well out to sea, I imagine.
Our thought exactly, Mr. Holmes. We've wirelessed Captain Brooks to make a search, of course, but on a ship the size of the gigantic, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. You are our one hope, Mr. Holmes. If only you couldn't get on board in time.
And how do you suggest I go about that little assignment?
The chairman of the Great Western Railway has placed the Royal train at your disposal. All other traffic will be cleared off the tracks. Now, you should reach Land's End shortly after lunch. My yacht, the Albatross, will be waiting for you in the harbor at St. Ives. It's a very speedy little craft, and with any luck, you should sight the gigantic around 11 o'clock tonight.
Yes, 11 o'clock. What was it Smoky Joe called out? Happy New Year in hell. It won't be New Year till midnight. If we reach the gigantic by 11, we may just possibly be in time. 6 bells. It's 11 o'clock. Confound this fog. We've had to reduce our speed to half.
Oh, we'll never catch up to the gigantic now, Holmes.
Nonsense. She's had to slow down, too. I only hope we don't miss her entirely in this fog.
I don't really care.
You don't sound very fit, Watson. What's up?
Do you have to use that unfortunate expression?
And tell me you're feeling squeamish.
It's this confounded roll. I can stand a good brisk sea, but this bobbing about in a teacup.
Pity I didn't bring the Mothersil's seasick pills.
Oh, Mothersil's bar. There's only one remedy for this sort of thing.
What's that?
Staying on shore. Jolly way to spend New Year's Eve, this is. Who do you suppose is responsible for these confounded sinkings, anyway?
Mr. Pembroke seems to feel it's a foreign plot. The Middle East European shipping industries benefit the most, of course.
Holmes, did you hear that?
By Jove, yes.
Sounds like an ocean liner, right enough.
Yes, we're signaling her.
Great Scott! There she is, the gigantic looming out of the fog. Looks like a mountain coming at us.
Yes, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson coming aboard. Let down a ladder.
Ladder coming over! Look out below!
Here's the ladder, Watson. Think you can manage it?
I'd climb up the Eiffel Tower on a clothesline if it would get me off this bouncing cockle shell.
Quite an impressive array of instruments you have up here on the bridge, Captain Brooks.
Yes, Mr. Holmes. On the gigantic, we have the latest of everything. And none of it's any real use in case of fire. I'd sooner face a typhoon or a shipwreck, or a mutiny even, dod rat it, than a fire on board ship.
But surely a ship this size should be fairly fireproof.
That's what you might think, Dr. Watson. But there are 3 factors that make a fire on a luxury liner dangerous. First, there's all the confounded ornamental woodwork that's used in a passenger construction. Second, there's the fact that once a fire gets a firm hold, it's fed by drafts that rush through the ventilating system. And third, there is the element of panic. Nothing makes people behave more like wild beasts quicker than the cry of fire.
In case of fire, you have, of course, an alarm system.
Oh, we have the old-fashioned system of bells, and also something rather recent. The gigantic is one of the first ships to install it. You see that glass case over there, gentlemen?
Oh, the one with a lot of tubes entering from below. Looks rather like a giant honeycomb, eh, Holmes?
Each of those tubes leads to a separate compartment of the ship. The instant a fire breaks out anywhere, smoke is immediately drawn up into the glass case. I've stationed a sailor to watch that case. Believe me, gentlemen, the first wisp of smoke, we shall know it.
Yes, undoubtedly very helpful, Captain Brooks, in the case of an ordinary conflagration. I assure you a fire set by Smoky Joe is not ordinary. He's a master arsonist. 10 seconds after one of his fires breaks out, you're dealing with a raging inferno.
Well, confound it, they tell me the man deserted the ship at Queenstown. That is this morning. Well, that's more than 18 hours ago. If he'd set fire, it seems to me that we'd be in flames by this time.
Not necessarily. There are many methods by which a fire can be made to break out long after the pyromaniac has left the scene of his crime. You say you found no time bombs, no inflammable acids?
No, Mr. Holmes. Ever since I received word that we were in danger, I've had my men searching high and low. They found nothing, absolutely nothing. It's been a systematic search, I promise you.
Yes, but you've drawn a blank. That's what comes of using system instead of brains and initiative.
Oh? And how do you propose to locate whatever it is we can't find?
By using a little logic. I shall credit Smoky Joe with having the intelligence to place his fire-starting device in the place where it'll do the most damage. The man's no amateur, Captain. He knows his business. Then I shall investigate that place and remove his handiwork.
Holmes, you're bragging again.
Not at all, my dear Watson. I think I may promise I shall have discovered the menace inside of half an hour. I only hope Joe's little device doesn't do its nasty job before then.
Half an hour. It's now 11:30 exactly. Do you think you can solve this problem by midnight?
Yes, Captain. With any luck, I think I can promise you a placid and uneventful new year.
Captain Brooks. Yes, Mr. Brown. What seems to be the trouble?
The wireless engineer, sir, wishes to report that something's wrong with his apparatus. Both the sending and receiving equipment have suddenly gone out of commission.
I don't like that. What does he think is the
Pardon
matter?
me, Captain. Can you come here a minute?
Excuse me a moment, gentlemen. The wheelsman is calling me. What's the trouble, Jerry?
It's the compass. It's spinning like a top. I can't figure out what's got into it. Never seen the like except once in some magnetic storm.
Great Scott, this is incredible. Now what?
It's the engine room calling, Captain.
I'll take it. Hello? Yes, Captain Brooks speaking. The blazes, you say? Well, do the best you can.
Seems to be the difficulty, Captain.
The dynamos are slowing down. They can't figure out why.
Good Lord, sir, that's why the lights are getting dim.
Blazes with the lights. Without dynamos, we've no forced draft for the furnaces. We'll never keep up enough steam pressure to drive the ship. In no time at all, we'll be drifting helplessly in the Atlantic, in the middle of the reefs that surround the Scilly Isles.
Jolly way to spend New Year's Eve, eh, Holmes?
It could be worse, you know.
How?
The ship could be on fire. That's the real menace, to which these other threats are but the prelude, I fancy.
For the love of heaven, what are we to do?
Keep calm and use whatever intelligence the Lord has endowed us with. Captain Brooks, I suggest you and as many officers as you can spare join the holiday celebration that's undoubtedly going on in order to keep discipline in case there's any disturbance.
Very good, Mr. Holmes. There's a New Year's dance going on in the large ballroom. It's on sea deck.
And meanwhile, if you can spare us someone to guide Watson and myself.
Of course. And Mr. Brown here is our purser. He knows the ship as well as anyone aboard.
I'm sure he does. Very well, Mr. Brown. If you'll lead the way, I think Dr. Watson and I would like to go below.
And investigate the engines?
No, Mr. Brown, even lower than that. What we're looking for is apt to be rather close to the furnaces, I imagine.
Oh, these iron stairs that go round and round to make me dizzy. Maybe it's the heat down here.
Yes, we're getting close to the furnace room. If you listen, you can hear the men stoking.
Grim way to earn a living, eh, Holmes?
Stop a minute. Where does that lead, Mr. Brown? That small corridor with a heavy metal door at the far end.
That's the bullion room, sir, where the gold is kept.
Very interesting. Suppose we take a look, eh, Watson?
Yes, I've always wanted to see those gold bars you hear so much about.
I'm afraid that won't be possible, Dr. Watson.
Why not?
Well, as you can see, the door is locked and sealed. It was done by the port authorities before we left New York. That door won't be opened until the port authorities unseal it when we reach Southampton.
You mean that room in there wasn't opened when the captain ordered the ship searched for incendiary material?
No, Mr. Holmes. But it's quite impossible for anyone to place a firebomb or anything of the sort in there. As you can see, the seals are still intact.
Quite. These seals are intact. But are they the ones put on in New York? I doubt it. Let's have a look. Yes, interesting. Very interesting. These are not the original seals.
Oh, how can you tell, Holmes? They look intact to me.
Exactly, they are intact. But here in the crack of the door sill are bits of broken seals. But these seals are not even chipped.
By Jove, yes, of course. The original seals were hacked off and then replaced after someone had finished picking the lock and robbing the room inside.
I doubt if robbery was the motive, Watson.
Well, for what other reason would anyone want to break into a room full of gold bullion?
It all depends. What lies directly below that room, Mr. Brown?
Well, let me see. Well, nothing of any great importance, Mr. Holmes. Just the coal piles.
The coal piles? Good Lord. I think we shall have to break the seals again, Mr. Brown. Here, Watson, help me.
But the door is locked, Mr. Holmes. Even after the seals have been removed, we shall have to get the key from the captain.
No time for that. Hand me my burglar tools, Watson.
Very well.
Good heavens, you mean you could actually pick a lock with those things?
If Holmes ever turned thief, Mr. Brown, even the Bank of England wouldn't be safe.
Yes, that should do the trick. Now, if you'll help me draw the bars, Watson.
Yes, with pleasure. Well, there you are, Holmes.
Now, let's see.
Say, it's black in there, isn't it?
Is there a light inside, Mr. Brown?
No, Mr. Holmes, I'm afraid not.
Then we shall have to prop the door open. The light from the corridor will have to do for our investigations. Come on, Watson.
Holmes, that smell. Phew. Strong and acrid. Like sulfur, only with more bite.
Seems to be coming from this large tin. Suppose I light a match.
British village, stop!
Don't be alarmed. I know better than to light a match around a tin which is leaking sulfuric acid. I only wanted to know how much you knew about Smoky Joe's incendiary device, Mr. Ludwig Brown, spelled B-R-A-U-N, if I'm not mistaken.
So you recognize me?
Yes, that dueling scar over your left eye. It's rather a giveaway, don't you know?
So you have found how we are going to set fire to the ship by having the acid drip through a hole in the floor under the coal beneath. The first shovelful of that acid-soaked coal that goes in the furnace, and the whole of the ship will be a blazing inferno. Nothing could put out that fire.
Don't you mean that's how you were going to start the fire?
My dear Mr. Holmes, you do not think we will let a small obstacle like the famous Sherlock Holmes stand in our way?
Now, listen to me.
Don't raise your fist to me or I'll let you have it.
Never argue with a Luger pistol, Watson.
Well, that's the first sensible remark you've made, Mr. Holmes. I'm sorry to leave, but the stokers should reach the sulfuric acid impregnated coal in about 10 minutes, I believe. So I must be going. This room will be a roaring oven once it starts. You'll be rather badly overdone, gentlemen. Goodbye, then. So sorry I cannot say auf Wiedersehen.
The door. He's bolted it. Even you can't open it now, Holmes.
Shut up, Watson, and help me look for the opening.
What opening, for heaven's sake?
The opening that leads to the tube that ends in the captain's new fire-detecting machine. It should be somewhere near the ceiling.
But, Holmes, I can't see a thing in this black hole of Calcutta.
You can feel, can't you?
Not a thing, Holmes. The wall on this side of the room, it's as smooth as an egg.
Confound it, if we could see for half a minute, it would... Hello, I've got something.
Yes?
Yes, a small grating here in the upper corner. This must be it. Now, if we can make a smudge of some sort. Watson, bring me a piece of paper.
Paper? Where would I find a piece of paper?
Then bring me anything I can burn. A bit of cloth, a piece of... Yes, by Jove, rope. Bring me a piece of the rope that's tied around one of the boxes that contain the bullion.
Very well, if I can find a box that... Oof!
Now what?
I found it. Confound it. The knots are tied so tight I
Blazes
can't...
with knots. Cut the rope, Watson. Use your pocket knife.
Oh, very well. There you are, Holmes. It's a short length, I'm afraid.
I only want enough for a smudge. Nothing like a bit of hempen rope to...
Holmes, for heaven's sake, you're not going to set a match to that thing in here. There'll be an explosion.
Have to take the chance, Watson. With any luck, the sulfuric acid fumes won't be too concentrated up here near the ceiling. Well, here goes. 1, 2. Now, if we can persuade the rope to smolder. Yes, there she goes.
Certainly makes plenty of smoke, eh, Holmes?
The important thing is being drawn up through the grating.
How long before they come to investigate, do you suppose?
It all depends on the mental acumen of the sailor who's watching that fire-detecting machine.
Well, let's hope he's brighter than he looks. It may be my imagination, but it seems to me I can feel the metal flooring under my feet beginning to get hot.
Most things in 1948 will cost you a great deal more than you've paid in other years. That's why it's sensational news to know that you can get Clippercraft suits in 1948 for only $40 and $45. Clippercraft top coats and overcoats for only $40, and sport jackets for only $26.50. And isn't it as good a time as any to decide to get the most for your money? You've every right to expect long wear, correct styling, good taste, comfort, and perfect fit. And you get all these to an astounding degree in Clippercraft clothes. And you get them at incredibly modest prices. It's, of course, American production genius applied to the making of fine clothes that does the trick. It's the unique Clippercraft plan, concentrating the buying power of 924 of the nation's leading independent stores from coast to coast. You get the benefit of this plan at your own locally owned store, the store you can trust. Selling expensive clothes at inexpensive low prices at the nation's finest independent stores is the great big idea behind the Clippercraft plan. That's why men who know insist on Clippercraft clothes. So be sure to visit the Clippercraft store in your city.
These leading stores in the metropolitan area are proud to add their names to Clippercraft in your suit, top coat, and overcoat. In Manhattan, Saks 34th, Broadway at 34th. John Wanamaker Men's Stores, Broadway at 8th and 67 Liberty Street. In Brooklyn, Abraham and Strauss. In Newark, New Jersey, Boulevard Men's Shop, Kresge, Newark. And in Jamaica, the B&B Clothes Shop, 16408 Jamaica Avenue.
Now let's rejoin Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, locked in the smoke-filled bullion room of the Gigantic.
Good Lord. How long does it take for them to get us out of here? That smoke's suffocating.
Calm yourself, Watson. It can't be more than 3 minutes since we lit this smudge. Yes, I can hear someone running down the iron staircase.
I can't hear a blasted thing. How do you...
Hello! Hello in there!
Get us out!
We're in here!
Open the door! What a relief.
How in thunder did you two get locked in here? What's all the smoke?
No time for explanations, Captain. Stop them stoking the furnaces. Flood the coal piles with water. They've been soaked with sulfuric acid.
Good Lord.
Leadjob! Gates! Stop the firing! Stop the pumps in the engine room!
Well, that's that, Holmes. What do you suppose has become of that dastardly purser?
We'll let Captain Brooks take care of him, Watson. Unless I'm very much mistaken, Mr. Brown is going to wish he'd never gone to sea. Well, come along, let's go upstairs and join the festivities. I think we rate a bottle of champagne.
Well, to blazes with the champagne, I need a double brandy. 8 bells. Let's see, that would be...
Midnight, Watson. Happy New Year, old fellow.
Happy New Year, Holmes, and many of them. But, don't you think you could manage to have them not quite so hair-raising?
And have you getting fat and lethargic? You know, that would be unhealthy. Not to say boring.
Oh, so now it's for my sake we indulge in all these horrendous escapades, eh? Fine bit of logic, that is.
Elementary, my dear Watson. Elementary. But here's the ballroom. Suppose we join the party. Sign, my dear. Oh, lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet. Well, Dr. Watson, that was an exciting way to spend New Year's Eve.
It was a bit too exciting, Mr. Harris, if you ask me.
Doctor, did they catch the purser?
Oh, they did indeed. Mr. Brown and 5 of his accomplices were thrown in the brig. That was the end of the disasters in the British Maritime Service.
When did Holmes first suspect the purser was the villain of the piece?
When he came onto the bridge and threw his overcoat on a chair near to the compass, whereupon the compass went berserk. Holmes immediately suspected the coat contained a powerful magnet of some sort.
And was he right, Doctor?
My dear Mr. Harris, was Sherlock Holmes ever wrong? But come, fill your mug and let us wish our radio friends a prosperous, happy, and peaceful New Year.
Indeed we do, Doctor. And now, Dr. Watson, would you like to give us a hint about next week's story?
Next week, I think I'll tell you how Holmes and I trapped a famous jewel thief right in our own rooms in Baker Street by the use of what was then a fabulous new invention, the the gramophone.
The makers of Clippercraft Clothes and 924 leading stores from coast to coast have brought you another in the new series of broadcasts featuring the world's most famous detective, Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is produced and directed by Basil Lochran, with special music by Albert Berman. If you don't know your Clippercraft dealer, write Clippercraft, 200 Fifth Avenue, New York City. Be sure to listen next week to Sherlock Holmes in The Mazarin Stone. If you'd like to attend the Sherlock Holmes broadcasts in New York, see your local Clippercraft dealer, and he'll tell you how to obtain your tickets. Speaking for Clippercraft Clothes for Men, wishing you a happy and prosperous new year from all of us at Clippercraft. This is the world's largest network serving more than 450 radio stations of mutual broadcasting.
Welcome back. It was kind of odd to hear Sherlock Holmes wanting to have New Year's Eve dinner rather than go out on a problem. It's worth noting here that, of course, this episode was set in 1912. Towards the tail end of the Holmes era. His very last adventure was set in 1914. I do think this episode could have used a better, maybe more descriptive title. It really did not convey that we were going to be in a race against time to save the ship and the English economy. Title sounded a whole lot more lighthearted than that. Well, we turn now to listener comments and feedback, and just a nice keep up the good work. Well, thank you for your kind remarks. That will do it for today. And next week we return to regular order with our next episode of Sherlock Holmes. Join us tomorrow for yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Before we do get started, I do want to remind you this program is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. And I particularly want to thank Linda so much for her support. She went ahead and mailed in a donation, and you can mail in a check or money order to Adam Graham, P.O. Box 15913, Boise, Idaho 83715. That is Adam Graham, P.O. Box 15913, Boise, Idaho 83715. You can also support the show at support.greatdetectives.net. Well, we had 2 lost episodes between last week's show and this week's, which is the bad news. The good news is that there's only 1 more lost episode during the rest of the CBS run of Philip Marlowe. At any rate, from December 31st of 1949, here's the episode, The House That Jacqueline Built.
I was up the coast with 2 murders behind me. Telling all to a nice white-haired old lady when the clock struck 12.
From the pen of Raymond Chandler, outstanding author of crime fiction, comes his most famous character in The Adventures of Philip Marlowe. Now, with Gerald Moore, starred as Philip Marlowe, we bring you tonight's exciting story, The House That Jacqueline Built.
They say the end of an old year and the start of a new is a good time to take stock. To stand back and give yourself the once-over. Do a reissue on that tired list of resolutions. But for a private detective, that routine only means tallying up the times you've dirtied your hands on someone else's murder or dirtied your brain with their schemes. So you let the hide on your heart grow a little thicker, pull the part of your mind that feels things a little farther back into its shell, and maybe plan on later hunting up a cup of kindness or two someplace. But even that has a price tag on it these days. So there was work to do and a fee to collect before I could pick up the tab on an evening's fun.
You're a detective?
That's not a fair question. Won't you sit down?
That's fantastic. I tell you, I'm going crazy with this horrible trick of fate.
What's the matter? What's going
The
on?
house, it's gone. It's vanished.
What
And
house?
all the papers with it, years of research, months of grueling work in the jungles, volumes of precious notes, all gone. Whisked away from the very heart of a teeming city, an entire house.
Now, look, if you just sit down and tell me who you
Price
are,
is no object. I must have action. I must locate.
Who are you?
Professor Felix Piper.
What's all this talk about jungles and research?
Botanical research, tropical herbs in South America, years of it all for nothing now because the house has disappeared.
Look, you said that several times. Now, look,
You
Professor...
investigate things. You've had experience. I want to hire you now. I go to where a house should be, a house in which I myself have stood. And what do I find? A vacant lot, a hole in the ground. And all I... my
Professor,
heart.
take it easy.
My heart.
Here, come on over to the couch and lie down. Take it easy, will you?
I will, thank you. Oh, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. It's all been such a shock. Oh, Stuyvesant's sudden death. The long trip to get our papers and then to find the house gone.
Yeah, I know. Now, look, if you just lie there a few minutes until you feel better, we'll start over. A little closer to the beginning.
That's all right.
Oh, Professor, what's the matter? What's happened here?
Well, the date our house has disappeared, and the professor's collapsed trying to tell me about it, and you... Oh. Who are you?
I'm Professor Piper's assistant.
What do you assist him with?
Stephanie, oh, I'm glad you got here. Yes, don't worry. It's nothing. I'll be all right. But let's not waste any more time. You've got to find out what happened to that house.
Please, Professor Piper, don't excite yourself. Let me explain to the detective.
Marlowe, Philip Marlowe.
I'm Stephanie Fraser.
Hello.
Please, the house, Stuyvesant, the papers.
All right, Professor, all right.
Yes, all right.
Mr. Marlowe, I presume he got as far as telling you that for over a year we've been in South America, in the interior of Brazil, studying tropical herbs.
Yeah, part of that got in there somewhere, I think.
Yes, of course it did. Tell him about the house, Stephanie.
One step at a time, Felix.
Now, look, Professor, I've got something here that'll do you the world of good. Me, too, I think. Now, try this. Take your time about it.
Yes, I will.
Mr. Marlowe, could I speak to you in the other room for a moment?
Of course.
I'll be right back, Mr. Piper.
Yes, but hurry.
Volatile, isn't he?
Yes, but a brilliant partner. As I was saying, Mr. Marlowe, we've been almost completely out of touch with civilization for over a year.
Really? You'd never know it.
Beauty parlors before miracles.
Mm.
Please, Mr. Marlowe, let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
Professor Piper's collaborator and partner, Maxwell Stuyvesant, caught fever and died 3 weeks ago.
Where was this?
Brazil.
Where the nuts come from? Nothing, huh?
Look, Mr. Marlowe, they had worked together for years, and all their notes and papers were kept stored at Stuyvesant's place here at Los Angeles. We came here to get that material.
And the house was gone.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Certainly is.
We all thought Maxwell Stuyvesant's wife, Catherine, was living in it. She owned it.
In her name?
Yes.
Oh.
Maxwell actually owned nothing. He didn't want to. He was gone all the time.
That didn't sit too well with Catherine, huh?
Right. She wanted Stuyvesant to stay home, and he always promised her that someday he would, and they'd live a happy life together. But, well, she was a young woman. Impatient, I guess.
Yeah. Where's she now?
Well, one of the neighbors, an old woman, said she thought she remembered hearing that Catherine went to Nebraska.
Nebraska?
And that's all we know. Professor Piper and I are stumped. We came to you because we want action and want it fast. Will you help us?
Well, the whole year's been screwy. There's no reason why this should bother me. Tracking a runaway resident through the metropolitan wilds of Los Angeles didn't sound so tough. So after Stephanie gave me the address, 8840 on Orange Drive, and told me that she and the professor could be reached at Villa 3 in the Wilshire Gardens, I got in my car and drove out Orange Drive to where a house numbered 8840 should have been. I found that said house had been moved out 6 months ago, and in the middle of the night, too. But where, why, or who had done the job, nobody knew. Until I got around to a Mrs. Elma Lathrop, whose house backed the Stuyvesant place from across the alley. She blocked her front door with a waistline that said she'd never heard of Rye Crisp. Gave me an eye as warm and as sympathetic as an ice cube.
Remember that? Huh. I said, up to tell you I remember. Craziest thing I ever saw. Them men working all day and all night, getting that little house up on rollers and out of there. I'd like to know what all the rush was about.
So would I. You wouldn't happen to know where they took it, huh?
No, I wouldn't. That Catherine Stuyvesant wasn't a very sociable type person. But if that's the way she wants to be, it's all right with me.
That's good. Now, look, I don't suppose you'd know who she sold it to.
Nope.
What company did the moving?
Oh, wouldn't I, though? It's the Gilligan Wrecking and Moving Company, and believe you me, the name fits. Them clumsy oxes. In such a rush, they backed a big truck over my pomegranate tree. A beautiful, full-grown tree in the pink of health. Did I make them pay?
I'll bet.
Now, you listen.
Have I a choice?
I tracked that outfit down and made them shell out through the nose for that. Was I burned?
Well, bully for you. Now, look, where is the Gilligan Outfits office, Mrs. Lathrop?
At Adams and Rampart Street. 410 Rampart.
410, huh?
But say, what's going on anyway? Why are you asking me all these questions?
Well, frankly, I'm a pomegranate fancier myself, Mrs. Lathrop. Happy New Year.
Yeah? You want something?
Yeah, this is 410 Rampart, isn't it?
That's correct.
Well, your sign outside says Blookman's Novelties. Are you one of them?
Ashtrays, paperweights, bronze,
Okay.
and silver baby
Okay,
shoes.
honey, okay. Now, look, I'm looking for the Gilligan Wrecking and Moving Company. I was told they had this place 6 months ago.
That's right. But they're out of business now. They went broke last September.
Oh.
Boss left town in a hurry.
How do you like that?
Not much. Mr. Gilligan owed everybody wages, including my boyfriend. He used to work for Mr. Gilligan. That's how we met Bat.
Bat?
They were moving out as we moved in. It's a small world, huh?
Getting smaller all the time. Now, look, I'd like to talk to your boyfriend, Miss,
Bessie.
Bessie.
Well, Bat lives real close to here. The Beekman Room.
Oh, thanks, Bessie. What's Bat's last name?
Battenschlag.
Who?
Battenschlag.
Yeah, anybody'd know that.
Well, you better just call him Bat.
All right.
And, tell him to drop around, will you?
I wish I was a tender apple blossom, or Spanish eye.
I wonder who wrote those lyrics.
I wish it was the sunshine and the rain. Who is it?
Name's Marlowe. I want some dope on a job the Gilligan Company did, Bat.
All right, just a minute.
How did you get to me?
Bessie. By the way, she said for you to drop around.
Oh, yeah? Dumb dame. Don't I every night? Come on in, buddy. Excuse the robe. I was in the shower.
Sure. Now, look, Bat, were you working for Gilligan 6 months ago?
Yeah, why?
You remember moving a house from 8840 Orange Drive?
8840 Orange Drive.
Yeah.
Let's see now. Oh, yeah, that one, too. That was the screwiest deal I ever saw.
Where'd you move it to, do you remember?
All the way to San Pedro. Big hurry-up job. The boss kept saying we were racing the weather. Nobody could figure it.
Racing the weather? Why?
That beats me. We set the house off down at the end of Front Street in the Harbor Salvage Company yard.
Harbor Salvage in San Pedro, huh? Tell me, Bat, was the house empty?
Well, certainly. You don't think
No, Bat. I mean the furniture.
Oh. Well, why? What's all the fuss?
Well, some people are interested in locating that house.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's too bad.
How come?
I got a big hunch it didn't sit very long where we left it, buddy. The Pacific Ocean was only 6 inches from the back door.
I'm Pete Nyers, mate. What's on your mind?
Well, if you're the head man of Harbor Salvage Company, a house is on my mind.
That's me. But I don't want any more house jobs. I did one this year, and that's plenty.
6 months ago, house delivered by Gilligan?
That's it, mate. And I did a masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Sure wouldn't chance it again, though. Too shifty.
Never mind your career. What happened to that house?
What happened? Why, I loaded it on that old woman's barge.
What old woman?
As I was saying, I loaded it on that old woman's barge, battened her down, ship shape in the last 2 days, good sailing weather, and sent her out to sea.
You mean that house left here on a barge?
That it did, mate. Bound for the Golden Gate in the upper arm of San Francisco Bay.
Oh, fine.
Little shrimp fishing town in the backwater there called Wilson. If I remember right, it's on San Pablo Bay, about 15 miles north of Berkeley.
Oh, now do you mind telling me who the old woman was who owned that barge, Nias?
Not a bit. Kindly old soul she was, named Jacqueline Beatty. Went aboard with the house and waved goodbye from the front door. She pulled out. All smiles, too. What's the matter, son? You look like a deckhand who's lost his sea legs.
What had started 3 short hours ago as a checkup on an L.A. resident had evolved itself into a chase up the coast after a houseboat, which was a project I distinctly did not want to jump into without first a nod from my client. In fact, I was ready to scuttle the whole business. So I found a phone and called Villa 3 at the Wilshire Gardens.
Yeah, hello. Hello?
Is that you, Matthews?
Yeah.
This is Marlowe.
Oh, hiya, Phil. What can I do for you? But make it snappy, will you? I'm up to my ears. Hey, wait a minute. Phil, look, you called up here expecting someone else to answer, didn't you? Who?
A guy named Felix Piper, maybe.
Nice fit. What's the connection?
Client, what's this?
Ex-client, Marlowe. He's it. Somebody
Huh?
tagged him. Yeah, with a knife. A very fancy knife, like some Indians in Brazil use, the boy tell me.
Oh.
You better drop in here. Where are you now?
San Pedro.
What are you doing down there?
Yeah, well, you wouldn't believe it, Matthews. Really, you wouldn't.
Morning. Yeah, see if we can get all of that bellhop now.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Marlowe.
Hiya, Matthews. Any progress?
Too soon. Anyway, I'm counting on you for that. Come on inside, have a look.
Okay. When did it happen?
Couple hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
What was his dodge, anyway? We found a club membership card lists him as a botanist. True?
Yeah, as far as I know. Spent a lot of time in research in Brazil.
Where the nuts come from?
Nothing.
Oh. Well, there's your client, Phil. Professor Felix Piper, and somebody nailed him right between the shoulders.
Hey, Matthews.
Hmm?
Something's awful haywire.
What do you mean?
That's not the man who hired me.
In just a moment, the second act of Philip Marlowe. But first, one fellow who made a New Year's resolution years ago not to get married certainly saw it blow up with a bang a couple of weeks ago. A fellow by the name of Andy, of Amos and Andy, opened his mouth at the wrong moment, and there he was, married to the wrong woman. Listen for Amos and Andy and Andy's Bride on most of these same CBS stations tomorrow night. Now, with our star, Gerald Moore, we return to the second act of Philip Marlowe and tonight's story, The House That Jacqueline Built.
When I told Detective Lieutenant Matthews that the crumpled form at our feet identified as Felix Piper, and the Felix Piper who had hired me were not one and the same, he arched a single eyebrow slowly. When I told him the rest of the story, both eyebrows practically leaped from his forehead. So all in all, it was 30 minutes of steady gab, my solemn word that what I had said was nothing but the truth, and a blunt reminder that a private detective's license is revocable before I was free to go back to my apartment on Franklin, while the police went to work. That made it exactly 4 p.m., when, key in hand, I reached for my front door lock, just as it swung in and away from me.
Come in, Mr. Marlowe.
Wow, the globe-trotting Stephanie. How'd my place ever get on your map, baby?
Please, don't joke. Come in.
Thank you. Lovely apartment you've got here.
Mr. Marlowe, please. This is no time to be funny.
Why not? Everything else plays funny. Your lost L.A. house turns up floating on the outskirts of San Francisco.
What?
A screwball botanist from South America who's maybe also a killer wants a bunch of hocus-pocus
Also a
papers.
killer. Well, what do you mean, Mr. Marlowe? Felix Piper didn't kill Corday.
Corday. That's his name, huh? You get around, don't you, kid?
Yes, Martin Corday. He was on the floor of my villa when I got back. That's why I came here. The janitor left me. And I
Yeah,
thought
let's
I was...
not change the subject. This Corday, who is he? Or was he?
Scheming, ruthless man we knew in South America. An importer.
Wait a minute. An importer wants a botanist paper? Come on, baby. Tell me the truth.
Mr. Marlowe, there are no papers.
Oh, that's great. You mean that all this about the house is phony, make-believe?
No, it's true.
But?
But no papers. Only jewels.
Only Oh, no.
Rubies, Mr. Marlowe. In a little pouch. $30,000 worth hidden in the house.
Where in the house?
The fireplace. Behind a brick somewhere on the right-hand side. You see, those rubies belong to Felix and that Maxwell Stavison I mentioned. Now they belong to Felix alone. They were for their old age.
The expression's nest egg.
So they could carry on their work.
Hmm.
You don't believe me?
No, not quite, no. And for two very valid reasons. One, why'd you lie in the first place and say it was papers?
Because we didn't know if we could trust you.
And now with a man dead, you have to, is that it?
No, I don't have to, but I do trust you, Mr. Marlowe.
Well, it may not be mutual, Stephanie.
What do you mean?
Well, if I buy all this, the jewels, Piper and Stuyvesant's unique retirement plan, Corday posing as Piper to some way cut in, there's a new hooker.
Which is what?
Corday's murderer. It should now be you or Felix Piper.
No.
Then who?
Corday's partner. A swarthy-looking little man. I don't know his name. I last saw him with Corday in South America. You see, the original plan was that I come up here ahead of Felix. But he was too anxious. He couldn't wait. He followed almost at once.
So?
So, somehow or other, Corday and this swarthy man found out about our plans and decided that Corday should pose as Felix and exit their scheme.
And what?
Well, there must have been a double cross. Corday probably trying to do away with the swarthy man, but getting done away with himself instead.
Where's Felix Piper now?
In a second-rate hotel on Santa Monica.
Phone number there, do you know it?
Phone number? Yes, I have it right here in my
All
purse.
right.
Crestview 8 something. Yes, here. Crestview 84144.
4144. Okay, here, you talk to him, Stephanie. My nerves won't take the chatter.
What should I tell him? Mr. Felix Piper, please.
Well, tell him for the time being we're going to skip the police. But you and I are going up to San Francisco on the next plane and then out to a place called Wilson to look for a houseboat. No less rubies. Yeah, also tell him to meet us up there at the Crystal Auto Court. You got that? It's a place I've stayed at a little beyond Berkeley. On the road to San Pablo Bay.
All right. Stephanie, Felix, one moment.
Yeah. Tell him to stay clear of swarthy men tonight. Especially small ones. They're dangerous. It was 2 hours and 30 minutes later when Stephanie and I drove into the quiet fishing village of Wilson on San Pablo Bay that hugged the bend in the sloping shoreline like it was afraid of falling in. Our best bet for information would be the local gas emporium. So I drove my rented car in at a round-shouldered one-pump station. Something freckled and gangling with a shock of flame for hair pulled himself out of it and arms and legs working independently, wobbled over, braced himself against the car.
Gas or just information, folks. Don't be ashamed. Everybody from out of town gets lost in Wilson. It's so big.
Made it funny. Look, if that's the case, we'll own up right away, Red. We're looking for a houseboat.
Yes.
Well, then you better try the water.
This boy kills himself, doesn't he? Look, Red, we're in a hurry. This houseboat belonged to a lady named Jacqueline Beatty. No more jokes, huh?
Yeah, don't worry. There's nothing funny about that. Screwy old widow. Believe me, she's sad.
Sad? Why?
Well, about 6 months ago, she took every cent she had, went down to L.A., bought a house and bought a barge, and put them both together and come back here.
To do what?
To sit. To do nothing. All day and all night long. She never leaves.
You know why?
Nope. Neither does nobody else. Except that her husband was an artist, painted sea pictures, so she likes it around the water. But she's nuts, I tell you. Acts like the place is... Well, acts like it's made of gold.
Gold?
Now, look, Red, tell me, how do I get there? We're reporters from L.A. doing a story on her place.
Oh, newspaper people, huh?
Your reporters usually are, boy.
Well, that's different. Smart, Ellie. It's 1 block straight ahead, then right, and down to the bay.
Thanks, Red. Happy New Year.
Yeah, sure is.
Gone one ahead and 3 right, and we're down to where the town and the bay trickled up to meet one another. We saw it. A white 3-room cottage afloat surrounded by fishing boats and assorted barges. The front door opened at our knock. Not Tugboat Annie, nor the scraggly pioneer woman, rifle cradled in bony arms. Just anybody's grandmother, and under a white lace shawl at that.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Well, yeah, I believe so. You're Mrs. Beatty, huh?
That's right. Mrs. Jacqueline Beatty.
Oh, well, I'm Philip Marlowe. Mrs. Beatty, this is Miss Stephanie Fraser.
How do you do?
We're reporters from L.A.
Reporters?
We were going through Wilson here when we heard about your houseboat and how you brought it all the way up from Los Angeles.
You had a particular reason for wanting this house, Mrs. Beatty?
Oh, my, yes.
What was that?
Well, that's a long, long story, my boy.
I see. Well, tell me, Mrs. Beatty, the house is exactly as it was in Los Angeles, huh?
Oh, to a T, Mr. Marlowe. Would you like to see it?
Oh, yes, we'd love to.
Fine. Then, shall we say lunch tomorrow?
Well, Mrs. Beatty, we're on our way back to Los Angeles now tonight.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
But, well, you see, I simply have to tidy up some before company. Well, perhaps another time.
Well, I think lunch tomorrow will be splendid, Mrs. Beatty.
Of course.
Good. Then until midday tomorrow, we'll have a buffet for the 3 of us in front of the fireplace. Good night, Miss Fraser.
Good night.
Mr. Marlowe.
Good night, Mrs. Beatty.
Well, is it just a sweet old lady?
I don't know.
But when will we?
Well, only about midday tomorrow. Come on, let's get back to the Crystal Auto Court and your boss. Felix Piper out and alone is a combination that worries me plenty.
No, Mr. Marlowe. Mr. Piper hasn't shown yet, but he should any minute now. He called a half hour ago from someplace in Berkeley and said he was coming out here in a taxi. Well, now, let's see. A single cabin for Miss Fraser here, number 6.
And a double, number 11, for you and Mr. Piper. Right, Mr. Marlowe?
Yes, that's right, Mr. Crystal.
Okay. Now, Miss Fraser, if you'll come along with me, I'll show you the way. Be back in a minute, Mr. Marlowe.
I'll just tidy up Phil, and I'll come back here and wait with you for Felix. I'm so worried.
Yeah, I know. He'll be all right once he's with us.
I hope so, Phil.
Oh, Mr. Crystal, can I call L.A. on this phone here?
Oh, sure, Mr. Marlowe. Long distance is 110.
Operator. Yeah, I want to call a Los Angeles person-to-person here. Party I want is Detective Lieutenant... What? DeLay. Oh, yeah, New Year's Eve. Well, look, honey, I'd like to put the call through anyway. Never mind.
Marlowe! Help! Over here! You're the big freeze! You got away, Mr. Marlowe. Did he kill her? It was a man.
Get hold of yourself, Crystal. What'd he look like? Crystal! Take it easy, fella. Hold on tight. Did you see him? Was he small, swarthy?
I'm not sure, Mr. Marlowe.
Think, Crystal, think. What'd he look like?
Well, he was kind of short and maybe swarthy. It was all so fast, I couldn't tell.
All right. Come on away from her. We'll go back to your office. Now, listen to me carefully. You phone the police. I'm going to a houseboat on the San Pablo Bay where I think we'll find a small, swarthy man. We'll push a nice old lady around without batting an eye.
But why?
About $30,000 worth of rubies. After I'd met Felix Piper and told him what had happened to Stephanie and brought him up to date on everything else, I slammed my right foot down hard on the accelerator and kept it that way until we were back at San Pablo Bay out of the car and running toward Jacqueline Beatty's houseboat, where I figured the swarthy man who seemed to know every move might show. But there I was wrong, because Jacqueline was all alone, safe and sound and surprised.
Why, Mr. Marlowe, you weren't expected till midday tomorrow. And that girl, isn't
But she won't be with us, I'm afraid, Mrs. Beatty.
By the way, we're not reporters, Mrs. Beatty. The lady in question is dead. And so is another man.
Oh.
And all because of $30,000 worth of rubies in a pouch that's behind one of the bricks in that fireplace.
Yes, and I'm going to find them right away. They've got to be here. And this poker should sound them out in a hurry, yes. What's that, Joe?
Mrs. Beatty.
We've been too long.
The news of these rubies doesn't seem to surprise you. Hey.
What is it, Mr. Marlowe?
A hunch, Mrs. Beatty. Get out of the way.
A gun.
Yeah. For a man named Corday.
What is it, Marlowe? What did you say?
Corday. As in Martin Corday, and it looks like I was right.
Yes. It may not do you any good. My shoulder.
Oh, Mr. Marlowe, is he going to die?
Not until the state gets its hands on him. You see, Mrs. Beatty, he's killed twice tonight, right, Corday? Come on, if you want an ambulance, talk.
Yeah, they had it coming on them. Stuyvesant was double-crossed by Piper on his deathbed. Stuyvesant wanted the rubies to go to his wife, Catherine.
What?
Hold it, Mrs. Beatty. Go on, Corday. The real Piper was a crook, huh? Decided to get the jewels himself, is that it?
Yes, but he was also dumb. No. Stephanie, the secretary, crossed him for a pretty deal with me. It was all her idea. Going to you for help with me posing as Piper. Oh.
Go on.
Oh, Mr. Marlowe.
Go on, Corday.
Yes, and Stephanie decided to double-cross me.
After you stabbed the real Piper because he got up to L.A. in your villa sooner than expected, huh?
Yes, but she couldn't cross me. I was following her all the time.
She didn't phone you from my place?
No. I was outside your door then, and she was talking to a number she made up. You're lucky you handed her the phone when you did. If you hadn't, she would have shot you. It was all lies. It was lies. The swarthy man included. There isn't one.
Mr. Marlowe, he's...
Just unconscious, Mrs. Beatty. I'll get an ambulance.
Yes, hurry. I'll show you where the phone is.
Yeah. After you tell me about the jewels, huh? The rubies, Mrs. Beatty. Your lack of surprise about them being hidden in the fireplace, I mean. How come?
Well, I found those 6 months ago when I bought this house from Catherine Stuyvesant in Los Angeles. By the way, Mr. Marlowe, how did you know that man was Corday?
Fireplace, honey. He went to the wrong side. It was worth a shot in the dark.
Wait, the phone's over there. You know, I noticed the loose brick on the right-hand side of the fireplace the moment I walked in. You see, I built this house with my own hands.
Really? Why'd you move it up here, honey?
Because my husband and I spent our honeymoon in this house. And we found our happiness here at San Pablo.
Oh. You also found the rubies and sent them back to Catherine Stuyvesant?
Yes, Mr. Marlowe. Well, happy New
Year, Mr. Marlowe.
Happy New Year, Jacqueline. By the time I'd said goodbye to Jacqueline and walked outside, the first sun of 1950 was glinting across the waters of the bay. 1950. Another chance for Marlowe and for the world. I hope we both do better with it this year.
The Adventures of Philip Marlowe, bringing you Raymond Chandler's most famous character, star Gerald Moore, are produced and directed by Norman MacDonald and are written for radio by Robert Mitchell and Gene Levitt. Featured in the cast were Lois Corbett, Howard McNear, Georgia Ellis, John Daner, and Parley Bear. Detective Lieutenant Matthews is played by Larry Dobkin. The special music is composed and conducted by Richard Orant. Be sure and be with us again next week when Philip Marlowe says...
This time each carried a torch, and each was burned by it. The heel, the hero worshiper, and the hard-bitten blonde. And all because of a woman already 2 days dead.
Welcome back. I absolutely love the setup for this story. The missing house definitely draws you in. And then, of course, still managed to conclude the story with that little bit of hopeful, philosophical note. And in the midst of this whole story of greed and lies, we get the lovely little nugget about Jacqueline and her husband. The one thing I will say about this story is that Marlowe was playing it a little too cute with the police. Whether he would do that or not, I guess is a matter of debate, but it's certainly not a very wise decision. Also, I will say that I did notice Parley Bear before the credits. Usually, I, for some reason, overlook his voice. But this one I recognize because his voice sounded just like it does in the Harold Perry show, which I listened to all the way through. And you do see just the talent that Norm Macdonald continued to bring to this show with just incredible guest performances. All right, well, now we turn to some listener comments and feedback. Lori said regarding episode 1565, Kid on the Corner, this was kind of a sad one, wasn't it? Too bad for the kid. And another comment says, in my opinion, Philip Marlowe is the best noir detective of all time. And there's definitely a good argument for that. And then we have a comment from Wes, who says a local TV station here in Dallas is playing the old black and white episodes of The Lone Ranger every morning. It still surprises me to turn it on and hear the show narrated by Philip Marlowe. Gerald Moore really was everywhere in the 60s. And that's definitely the case with not only Gerald Moore, but with a lot of very professional, talented character actors who did voice work. People like Paul Frees, Mel Blanc, so many others. You just listen to them work and you don't even realize it. But they played such a key part in creating the atmosphere and the style of so much great entertainment, even if they weren't center stage. Well, that will do it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with Nick Carter, and then join us again next Wednesday for another episode of The Adventures of Philip Marlowe. In the meantime, send your comments to box13@greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives, and become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. But from Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.